Hey you guys, Cholo and G here. Welcome to our channel. We're gonna wait for a few of you to come on. Let me go on this. Where's everybody at? Hey Southsider, where's everybody at? Hello Alberto or Albert. Hey Eddie Chavez. Hi you guys. Let me what am I doing? Oh, I'm trying to search us up so that I can read.
What's up? You gotta see. I'm blind. She got this bright light. I have my darker ones on, but I gotta see.
Oh,
She got this bright light. I have my.
sorry. I took off the volume. Hi, you guys. Hi, Alice.
Blanca.
Hi,
Hello,
Blanca.
Blanca.
Hey, Alex. How are you guys doing?
Nice to see you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. All right.
Hi, Mario. Thank you. You guys too. Hope everybody's having a blessed day and that you guys have a blessed weekend. We are home and I told my babe, let's go. Hey, Fame Corona. I told my babe, let's go live. I know I told you guys we were gonna go live when we were at the doggy park with Oso. Hey Mark, I got lots of compliments on the shades.
Oh, Alice.
Yeah, she won the the Aura Wear production shades. Like, hi Gaia. Oh my God, long time no see you.
Yeah, thank you. I'll tell Rick.
Hi Gaia.
I'll tell
Yes, she got a pair of glasses.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I said this way back in the beginning that I wanted a sponsor to sponsor us on the channel and buy us some Ray-Bans like these, right?
To give away.
To give away.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to work on. You see, I got my Ray-Bans, my polarized here for the sun, you know, when I'm outside, because I have real sensitive eyes, you know what I mean? So, and I got my bifocals. People think that, you know, I'm disrespectful sometimes when I walk in somewhere and they tell me about wearing my shades. But when they see that I need them and I tell them I can't take them off. I even had a job once.
He's really blind, you guys.
I even had a job one time. Yeah, some other employees were complaining. How come he gets to wear shades and we can't wear shades in here? And management told him, yeah, he has to wear shades. You know, I'm that cool.
Oh, thank you, Gaia.
So, but yeah, we're gonna try to get a sponsor and get some Ray-Bans out there to you guys, some real wafers.
We need to get some sponsor for a lot of stuff so that we can give you guys have a lot more giveaways, you know, to give to you guys. I'm sorry that we haven't been on a lot, you know, just because I've been going through some things. I don't want to cry.
This was gonna be a sentimental one.
I'm such a crybaby. No, but I think I get more emotional because my son came to visit. I don't want to cry, you guys. Thank you. And I know I told you guys I'm getting ready to you know, open up with you guys and let you guys know a little bit about my testimony. And so I'm getting ready for that, and I have to be really ready.
Yeah, she wants to tell you guys about her stories, growing up, personal things to her that she's held for a long time, many years, and she's still
and I think you guys deserve
opening
to
up
know
to me.
a
You know,
little bit more about me. I know that to a lot of young women, I can help. My brother always said, you're a walking testimony.
Albuquerque,
On my
New
way to
Mexico.
Albuquerque. Oh.
All right,
Safe
Miss
travels,
Tina.
Miss Tina.
Yeah, safe travels, huh? Let's do a prayer chain out there for her
Yes, you
on that
guys, let's
travel.
pray
Pray for Tina out
that
there.
God
Yeah.
sends his angels to surround you on your way to where's you going, babe?
New
Again? Oh,
Mexico.
New
We're on our
Mexico.
way to New
May
Mexico
God send
to
his
visit.
angels to surround you on your way to New Mexico, to take you safe to your destination and to bring you back.
Yeah. So geez, we talked about it. I know in the beginning we started the channel with real stories. I was telling a lot of my stories growing up, and we said one day it'll be G's turn, and here we are, almost a year later, or a little over a year now that we started the channel, huh? And
It's been a year?
almost, yeah, now COVID, when we had
Yeah.
COVID, and then we went on with
I
the
think it's been
generate
yeah.
over a year. I don't know exactly. We
Yeah,
don't know the
it's been
dates,
over a
but it's
year.
in over a year, and here we are, and we've come to G's, not a turn. I don't want to say it's G's turn. Like she has to do it. She don't have to do it, but she wants to
But I
do it.
want to do it.
She wants
Yeah.
to share her stories. Hopefully, it reaches some young women and even the older ones out there, our age, middle age, all ages. But she wants to tell her.
Especially the older ones, we go through a lot. We go through life changes and we go through a lot, and sometimes sometimes we see the other woman and it's like, damn, like she's strong, like she's really strong, not realizing that we are strong in our own way too, but we also go through, the things that we go through, like the premenopausing, and just you reach an age where you look back and you say like, damn, like I'm here, and I was like there, and it's kind of hard to kind of like believe, like, damn, like I went through all that. How did I do it? How did I survive that? How did I, and now it's like as I'm older, um I'm more paranoid. And not paranoid because I'm afraid of anybody. No, it's just um I'm afraid of what can come back to me or what can come back to my kids or to my grandkids. I think I'm more I'm more, when you're young, you don't care and you do haces y deshaces, But when you're, at my age now it's like, damn, like you can't believe the things that you did, and you're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like and I just don't want it to come back to my grandkids, which is like, I think my biggest weaknesses would be my grandkids. And I feel like, like, damn, I should, like, I shouldn't have done a lot of stuff that I did, but I guess it's part of life lessons too, But yeah, but I wanna come out, and I wanna um tell you guys a little bit about me, a little bit about my past, what I've been through, what I've accomplished, what I've conquered, a lot of things, and I feel very blessed. The other day I love Christian music, and then if you guys have time on YouTube, look up um, Karina Moreno, and she sings Spanish Christian music, and she sings it with mariachi. I love mariachi. And she sings it with mariachi. And there's this part where she says, um, God, if I were you, like, I wouldn't have loved myself. If I were you, I would have never forgiven the murder, the drunk, or she says, or anyone that would, like, would hurt my heart so bad. If I were you, I would have destroyed the whole world. And then she talks about it, and then she gets into the singing, and oh my God, that just hits the soul. Hits the soul. So I'll worship and I'll cry, and I just ask God to forgive me over and over again for the things that I've, done. But yeah, so I'm getting ready for that, to tell you guys. And soon.
When? Soon. I thought it was today.
No, it was not. No, baby, no, it wasn't today. But soon. But yeah, so what are they saying? Let me go over here.
Okay, we got some Q&As tonight. Well, I have some stuff that that I wanted to share with you guys that has been happening. We were on the Rockin' Chicano radio station the other day.
Yeah.
We went on his station. He invited us on to talk about that scholarship program. That scholarship program that my son and I had been building and working on for the last 6 years. That's what it's taken us, 6 years. And last year, or 2 years ago, I want to say now, the state of California came down and awarded my son a success in all his accomplishments, right? Um, we're working with the state and the Department of Rehabilitation, and I presented them a scholarship program that I have put together with my son, and they approved of it. So I met already with DRD, Desert Recreation District, twice now, with their panel, their board, right, babe?
Yeah.
About 6, 7 of them, right? And other staff members and
Board of directors.
board of directors. And then yesterday, I finally sat down at their facility. I went to one, what they call a conference room that's located in Indio. And then their other facility is in Indio, but it's more of a corporate office. And I met them there yesterday, and we went over plans to collaborate with thermal boxing on events and work with the community. And then there's another meeting with me to talk about partnership, where I'll be partnering up with them on the adaptive sports program, and that's working with disabled, or I want to say special need kids, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm working on that. But the big thing that I really wanted to share is that today's Friday, so we're gonna have today's Friday, so we're gonna have a very, I'm gonna have a very long weekend, and I'm saying long because Monday morning at 8:30, myself and Rockin' Chicano, along with my son Jake, are gonna be at no, not Desert Ridge, Page Middle School in La Quinta, out here where we live. And we're going to be speaking to the whole school from 8:30 in the morning to 3:30 in the afternoon. 8:30 to 3:30 all day. And then after that, once a month, I'll be at the school and I'll be speaking and counseling a special group of kids that the principal will have put together throughout the month for me, and I'll do that every month, once a month. But Rockin' Chicano, Anthony Tapares, and myself, along with Rick. Now we can't forget Rick Torres and Pops Enrique, his dad, with Oraware, the American of Mexican descent flag. They are sponsoring our gym, and they also are a part of the program, the scholarship program for the kids in the schools. And this program has been accepted or approved by the state of California. So it's allowing me, and they have allowed me to not only go to the schools within the Coachella Valley, but to go into Riverside County. And after Riverside County, we're going to work in the San Bernardino and in the LA area, LA County, and hopefully take it down to San Diego and everywhere else that we need to take it, building our portfolio, our letters, because we're getting letters written on behalf of our services from the school. The principal has agreed to write us a letter, and I'm taking these letters along with Rockin' Chicano, Rick, and everybody else who I'm putting together on this to take it upstate, because the state came down to Beaumont to meet us and give us the okay. So I'm going to take the letters up to them and show them what they okayed us to do, what it's doing, what we're accomplishing. So that's happening Monday. And I wanted to share that with you guys. You know, who would have thought? I never would have thought in all my life, you know, growing up in East LA, doing the things that I did, that I'd be a part of something like this that will be statewide. You know, from here to up north is what we're planning to do. Now, will we be in all the schools doing it? Probably not. But I would love to sit down with the different counties and put together a team, a group, like we have here supporting me in every one that we can, and have them move into the schools and do their, you know what I mean, speaking and so on and so forth. So putting together teams is probably where I'm going to go with this. Yeah. But it'll have our name on it and our hard work behind it. So that's what I wanted to share. So we got questions. If anybody wants to ask us something, it was a Q&A night. Yeah. So if you guys out there just tuning in or have never seen our show or our channel, questions, G's going to be looking down at the laptop here because we're still old school using her phone. We bought this badass camera. Remember? And look, show them the camera. It's right there. It's in the bag still, eh? We haven't taken it out. Maybe once for her birthday and shot some pics. You know what I mean? But that was it. So if anybody wants to ask us any questions, G's going to be reading. Ask us a question. Ask G something. But yeah, G's going to work her way up to telling her.
Thank you, Kaya. Kaya saying congrats on your success. Hi, Yeska. Yeska said nice. Ruth, that's awesome, Cholo. I'm so excited for God is going to do through you and your wife. Amen, Ruth. Amen. I will continue to pray for you both and that God puts his anointing on you both. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ruth. You know, I want to thank you guys so much for the prayers. You know, because you guys are always, you know, praying for us. And I know that it's hard. It's hard because, you know, sometimes we want to do a lot of things and we want to do for like a lot of, you know, a lot of people and you know, and sometimes we can't. And I feel like so proud and I feel like so happy because they'll call us or they'll email us, you know, and we give the number, you know, and Mark talks to them and gives them advice and stuff like that, and it really does, you know, make me happy and makes me proud, you know, that we get the emails and the messages, or I get messages on Facebook, you know, asking for advice and stuff, and you know, and it makes me like proud because I'm gonna say about 24 years ago, I took
Thanks, Jack in the Box.
I took a training, and it's a mentor training. And if you're watching, Elaine was she was one of my trainers that I'm a trained mentor, certified trained mentor. And you know, we went to camping with kids on probation. And at that time I was young and I was just doing things that I was supposed to be doing. And I was like, this is like a waste of time and stuff. But you know what? Little did I know that everything that God's put in front of me that I've done, accomplished, took a training, took a course, or whatever, He's preparing me, to help others, and I've been able to help others. We've stayed up talking, about a lot of things. Yeska's one of them. We were up to what, babe? What, Yeska? 4 in the morning. We were talking, and encouraging one another, and it feels good. It feels good to be able to talk to somebody else and that relates to things that you've been through and that you've done.
Yeah.
What are you gonna
Can
say?
I touch on something? Because she's gonna lose my thought right now. Because she'll do that. She moves around on stuff, and I tell her stay on the subject. You know what I mean? But she was thanking people out there for your texting and encouragements, right? And she says it feels good. But what I want to say, and this is an honest channel, and I know I'm gonna pick at some people right now. And if they're out there, like I say, if the shoe fits, wear it. But this is how I feel, how much more special I feel. Like she says, it feels good to have the encouragement and the support. But it's a trip how so many outsiders, and I mean outsiders because we live in a small valley, right? But so many people from outside this valley has supported us on what we're doing.
Yeah.
The gym, families from, I want to say, Kathy, right, and her husband
Emilio.
Emilio, and their sons and daughters. And I'm not trying to say any. I'm not trying to hurt feelings. I have said this before when I talk about religion and the politic thing, right? I don't mean, but I am honest. I'm an honest man, and I kept this channel real
Since
and
day one.
since day one, and I'm keeping it real. I love my valley, or I wouldn't be helping the communities that I'm helping out here, right? I love where I live, but to see the support from other cities and friends from LA, Riverside, from all over
Yeah.
support us and come out here, make the drive, the time, the money invested they give and spend to help us and to believe in us is amazing. And that's what I want the message to be, is that it doesn't matter where we're from, how far we are. We even got up north, people from up north calling us to see if there's anything they can do. And that's the way it should be. That's the way we should be as a people.
United.
Yeah. And that's crazy because they'll say, and it's a saying, but it's real, that it's a trip that even family members, when somebody, and I'm not talking about G and I, this is out there in general, is doing good, it seems like family's the last ones to give them any praise or congratulations, right? Or support. It's always somebody else that's not family.
Yeah.
And I don't understand that. I don't get it. You know what I mean? But we got Rockin' Chicano and Oraware from Pico Rivera and Norwalk coming out here.
Angel Baby from Rivers.
Angel Baby.
In Riverside. Charlie.
Charlie from Riverside.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that the Valley isn't helping now. We got good support. I got some big heavy hitters out here. And I don't want to throw their names out. But they're in here and they know who they are. And they've been helping me since day one. And I got car clubs that have called me and invited me into their... I'll be doing some car shows. I'll be in some car shows. And we ain't paying anything to be in them. They're inviting me in. And I want to give their names when I speak with them and get the okays and the permissions to, but I'll give you who they are so you'll know and put a name to a face and to a person who's helping, contributing. I wanted to say contributing to the cause. You know what I mean? Some don't want recognition. Some say, nah, it's cool. Don't trip. You don't have to give me credit or give me, but I do. I want to. So, because I believe growing up, Mrs. Martinez, and the families that helped us, my mom would teach us to say hello to them and shake their hand and thank them when we saw them. And I could still go to my mom's neighborhood, right, to the old church, and see Miss Martinez and hug her and thank her because she used to cook for our little league, and I know the hard work she did. So, yeah, it just trips me out, man, that so many people on the outside of the box, there, my mom always says, think outside the box. But everybody that's inside the box, sees the paper on the floor and walks right by it. But somebody coming from outside walks by, stops to pick it up, because it just looks dirty laying there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So thank you guys, all you guys out there who, who you are, who have been helping us, And like G said, it feels when we sit at night and we sit on our porch, we talk, and we look at what we have and everything that's going on in our lives, and it seems like it's getting faster. Like every week
Yeah.
it's something more. 2, 3 more events are coming up. We're being
Yeah.
invited now to be in commercials, to be in videos.
I wanna give a big shout out to Hoodwings.
What do we use
Yeah, thank you for having us. If you guys watch this video, thank you for having us and for the hospitality. If you got, they're a catering business, and they do some bomb wings, chicken wings. They have the mom does the sauces, and they're really good. So for
Okay,
you guys that are out in Compton, they're in Compton.
George, sorry, but George E13, his rosary. We need to get him his rosary. So go through these later and get his information. Have him send us back something on that, and get him his rosary. See that?
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
and this one, we're gonna have Mom bless it personally on a video, and like we did the serape, and we're gonna send him the video of it so he knows he's getting it.
Okay.
But he didn't get his rosary.
Yeah.
What happened? You see that?
Yeah. Thank you. Been keeping you guys in prayer. Keep doing what you both are doing. Thank you. Thank you so much for your guys' prayers. I think that's, your guys' prayers is what keeps us focused and keep going. And
I got something for you guys out there. There's 22 of you. I see 22. Okay. And I see 12 likes. I don't know what's going on. Maybe half of them can't hit their like button. Something's wrong with their like button.
Something's wrong with their thumb, you
The
guys.
thumb. Exercise that thumb. Look. So you 22 out there, I would appreciate if you guys could help me out with a couple of good topics for Monday, because I'm going to talk to a junior high. These are junior high kids that came back from COVID with a lot of anger.
Yeah.
Principal
If you
saying
guys in
she's
the
having
comments write down like,
give me something I could touch on.
Yeah, behavior.
That you think would help behavior.
Yeah, behavior. Just
And
things
I'll
that
use
you
it.
guys are going, or if any of you are going through it with the kids and stuff.
If you could relate to what's going on
Yeah.
right now with everybody coming back from COVID.
From COVID, yeah.
I was at a high school for 2 months, and in those months, they've hired, I don't know, I would say six extra security guards. 6.
There's
3 a
lot of
month.
bad behavior.
Bad
going
behavior.
on.
Smoking weed in the restroom.
Yeah, drinking.
Oh, did you see the pictures?
Those white claws.
I had like 7 cans in the restroom. Girls too. Girls restroom.
Hard lemonade. Mike's hard lemonade.
And then
Mike's. Did I say Mark's? Mike's.
They tell these kids to put their masks on, and they tell the teachers where to get off.
Yes.
So security is being called in for that. That's a high school, and junior high is right behind them. So the junior high I'm going to, a lot of fighting going on, a lot of stuff going on. So touch on.
Yes, guys.
Peer pressure is a good one.
Yes.
Art That's a good one,
That's a
Art.
good one.
A lot of young kids are dying
From
from pills.
pills.
That's a good
You know
one.
what? Yes, yes, God. I follow this
That's a good
this
one.
this young
I
man
like those
on
two.
TikTok, and he's in Arizona or
I'm gonna do
Texas,
that. I like
and
that one.
he
Peer pressure.
goes out to help the. There's a lot of kids out there that are on that Fenitel or
Fentanyl.
something,
Fentanyl.
Fenadol, or yeah, and they call it blue or something. And oh my God, that it has me in tears to see, how these young kids are, in those pills, and how one of them, he was like, this is a story that I saw on TikTok, right? He was very persistent with this one he was trying to get him help. But you can't help somebody that doesn't want the help, right? But he was persistent with this one person. So when he went back to where he would sleep in the back of a store by a dumpster, and I he went back a couple of weeks later, and the lady told him that he had overdosed on that Fenadol or blue, whatever they call it. Oh my God, you guys, I was in tears because I saw how he was persistent with this particular person, and he was trying to get him help, and he would tell him, okay, like he was gonna get help, but wait for him, and he would always go and look for him. And the one day that he was gone, and the lady said, that he had overdosed. A lady that was there. So yeah, it's really sad, that these kids, how they get a hold of that, and I mean, young
Yeah, peer
kids,
pressure. I'm gonna. The principal wanted me to touch on my stories. She said when we sat
Hi,
a month
Victoria.
ago, we sat about a month ago about this Monday coming. She said, "I love your stories." I had her crying. Her and the vice principal in the and I was actually crying, and then they
Tells
started
of the
crying,
street.
and it was crazy because it was like in a circle. We were just all crying, but I was telling my real stories. You know what I mean? Growing up, 12 years old, getting caught, and she says they need to hear that.
Yes, Ruth,
They,
getting more rebellious with their parents. They are. Yes, they are.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Victoria,
reading.
they're
She's reading.
putting, yeah, I'm sorry, you guys, I'm reading the comments, and Victoria's saying, like, yes, they're putting that stuff in everything, weed, pills, heroin, meth. Like, that's really sad because these kids are like, like
Yeah.
just dying
She
out there with
said
that
she said a
stuff.
lot of behavior problems. So maybe that could be a reason they're doing drugs. You know what I mean? But I got to be real careful on what I touch on. I'm gonna sit with her in the morning before we start, and she's gonna give me things to touch on. But she's also giving me the okay to go into other subjects that she feels might work.
Yes,
And
art, yeah, that to me, that's like a new drug. Like, I mean, I thought that was a thing like when you get
right,
surgery for pain and stuff, but I don't know. Now it's like crazy. It's
regardless, yeah.
just all over it's all
Sometimes they
over the
may have
place.
no one or even cares about them, and talk about how important it is to love yourself. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm actually gonna offer. Yes, God, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna offer the gym. I have a friend who, right, babe, who offered us a lowrider, an old car,
Oh yeah.
to donate it,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna bring it to the gym. I'm gonna have it trailered in, and we're gonna do a clinic on it. My plans are to take fathers, even mothers with their daughters that would like to get involved in building it, sanding it, body work. Have these guys who own shops from different car clubs come in and do a clinic with these kids and parents, and put them to work, on this car, and we'll build it from the ground up, and then we'll take it to a car show out here and auction it off. Uh huh.
Security
And
know
sell it.
that there's more securities at the school now
And
where
sell it for money to
he
help
works.
support another
Yeah.
cause. You know what I mean? And maybe get them involved in sharing their work, teaching them to build something that will come back to them. Of course, they get a little something out of it, but for the most part, they're going to share it with somebody else that are also in need or struggling. Something, we're working on something like that too. So I got car clubs involved.
Really training on how to clean up that funnel. That's, yeah, that's a very sad drug.
Like we did back in the days, Alice Garcia. That's good, Alice.
What did she say? To get off their phones, yeah, nowadays, and get back to basics.
Wow, it
Yeah,
only takes 2 grains of salt. Oh, what did I do? Oh, so
yeah.
yeah, we're gonna touch on. I'm gonna talk about not trying to, how do you say, not trying to be accepted so much, not trying too hard. Like kids that I see nowadays, even in the high schools. While I was there, they act a fool, man. And I'm working the lunch area, and I'm looking at them, and I got to be careful with what I say. I wanted to say one kid, not on my watch, or but that's threatening. Like that's a threat to him, not
They
on
use
my
that,
watch. I
yeah,
can't
they
use
use that
that.
as a
So
threat.
so I only look at him, and I put my glasses like this, and I look at them, and they pick their shit up. They pick their food off the floor. You know. Yeah. I love all the this fool. Yeah, one always slips in there. You know what I mean? He's talking some shit. But anyways, yeah. So these kids, man, they throw their food on the floor. They think I'm gonna pick it up. I'm their maid. And I told the principal at this high school, I said, let me walk the yard, the tables. Let me walk the tables and during lunch, and I'll be out there with the broom and the dustpan. And as shit falls on the floor, I'm gonna sweep it up. But I'm also gonna let them know, don't be disrespectful. That's just wrong. And I did, and he loved it, and I did it respectfully. I know my job, 11 years doing it. So we had a good little system before I had to leave the
Thank you,
assignment.
Victoria.
I left the assignment, but while I was there, I mean, the lunch tables were clean. They weren't throwing. Some still got away with it. Clowns throwing carrots. They give them packs of carrots, and they throw carrots at each other, and they're all over the floor. And I told one kid, "Hey, man, I gotta pick those up after you leave." And it wasn't me; it was her. And after that, he wasn't throwing carrots no more. And then another one threw no, he smashed his potato. He threw his hot. They give him a baked potato wrapped in foil, and they make foil balls, and they throw foil balls. This fool threw the whole potato and stomped on it or something, smashed it. I saw it and I go, "Hey, man, I gotta clean that." And I said, "Tomorrow will be a little nicer." That's all I said. Next day, it was in no mess under his table. So,
What
anyways,
puppy to my
I,
baby?
I respectfully talk to them, and I find that
Awesome.
works. I think when you do hard authority, like when
My
you try to be hard
baby.
on them, they kind of rebel back.
My
So I'm cool with
baby.
them. And then I look the way I look. I'm creased up at work, and they're telling me, "Hey, I love your outfit, man." And this and huh, babe, I come home and tell you, and I just talk to them real cool. Nothing crazy. I can't. I'm not gonna lose my job of 11 years over it. They're not my kids, and the last
Thank
thing
you, fire
the last thing I need is
protection.
for
He
them to
likes your
go,
Pendleton.
"Oh, thank you."
My taste. My
I like the
taste.
creases. I got them creased down. Look at
The
that.
creases are his, but the
Yeah,
taste and the
I
color is
customize
mine.
them. I customize them. 2 in the front, 3 in the back. So, but yeah, I believe that with respect is given, it's returned, it's given back. You give respect to get respect, and I give it, and then you got some. I don't want to be, throwing races out there, but you got some kids from other races that look at me like you ain't shit, this, that, whatever. Their dad's a cop probably, and he can go home and tell them and shit.
Yeah,
But
Art, and you guys, you're so right. Look, he says, guide them, Cholo. Give them attention, homie. Sometimes they only want to know that you care for them. A lot of them from a home that they understand that love slash guidance. And yeah, it's true. Because a lot because a lot of them, a lot of them, their parents work a lot, so they're home alone a lot of the times. You know, and then a lot of the times also they're in a broken home. Either the parents are getting divorced, or the mom or the mother's a single mother, or their parents are on drugs. So not always do we know the situation of a kid. And they're angry. They're angry, and they're mad at the world for how they live. And a lot of them don't have attention, don't have love, don't have that adult guidance. And they have to figure everything out of their own. So what do? You as a kid, because I know that me as a kid, I put shields all over me, like, F you, F you, F you, F everybody. And it was about me and protecting my siblings, because we were all we had. So a lot of and people didn't know what we were going through. People did not know our story. People didn't know how we grow up and the things that we had to do. So we would react angry. We would react. Me, I was angry. I was, I didn't care about anything, just taking care of my brothers and sisters. And a lot of times we don't know what these kids are going through, or how they're being treated, or how they live, and they turn rebellious. That's like a front, or like a shield, or like something that they use it as a tool or as an arm, to be rebellious. Because they don't know, they don't have the guidance at home or around them. And that's very true, because a lot of times you're so angry of how you live or what you're going through, that you don't want to talk about it. You don't want to tell anybody. I know that sometimes in school, oh, talk to a teacher, talk to a, no. I was at that point where I trust no one.
that's where I come in. The principal thought, she felt that it'll be a very how do you say, good idea. I'm a good tool to use, and I said, go ahead and use me. I'm cool with it. But to get to some parents that look like me, that look like us, you know what I mean, and are, like G said, are not gonna go to the school and ask for help. They're in our culture, it's not being ashamed. We're not ashamed of shit. We're just prideful. We're
Yeah.
machismo,
Yeah.
and they have a lot of pride. And I know this because I worked at a school, and the principal told me then, we want to keep you another week, because I was in the nurse's office calling fathers in the neighborhood that we were at. The school was in a old neighborhood, right? And I was getting fathers to go in and bring uniforms to the kids that were sitting in there because they didn't have the shirt right, and mail that needed to get picked up. They weren't picking up their mail. There were stacks of mail, but they were coming in for mail when I was calling them, because I did. She didn't know that I lived in the neighborhood, and I lived down the street from the school, so I knew all that, and I had my lowrider, so everybody knew me, and I was calling them up like, hey, what's up, man? I got a box right here. You want me to give him one? What size he wears? And then I shoot him a shirt, and tell him, yeah, the father came in. Boom. I was using all the shirts that were in the box at the nurse's office, right? They'd be left behind. Whatever worked, right? And then I get a lot of them coming in for their mail, because I'd be like, hey, they'll be like, hey, what's up, Mark? And I go, hey, I'm right here, fool. Come and get your mail. If you haven't picked up, it's not a bill, fool. And they come in and pick up their mail and shit. You know what I mean? But the principal loved it. And I think that's what it is that when somebody like us, we're going to relate to somebody like me, or who is like ourselves, right? And that's what's happening. And the
Yeah.
principal said, if you keep it like you just did with me, raw, I
And
think
now you
that's
can't
gonna
even
work. I
discipline
think
the
that's gonna
kids.
work. So,
Like you can't even hit them because I'll call 911.
oh,
I remember my mom used to
they
tell
call the
me she used to kick my ass and she used to tell me and call the cops. I'll go to jail and then when I
they
get
call
out
the
I'm gonna kick your ass
they
again.
no they at school at the junior high, man. They were calling us in. I was trying to do the lunch area, my route. What they call your route. You run your route. I'm trying to do my route, and I'm getting called to go put soap in a bathroom. Like really, they're the principal is saying that they're getting calls. There's no soap in the restroom. Who's calling? The kids are on their phone in the bathrooms calling their parents, telling them there's no soap in here. So they're calling the school saying, how come there's no soap in the bathroom? And I thought to myself, I told the other custodian, how come they're not calling their mom, telling them I'm throwing shit all over the tables and on the floor? I'm not eating my lunch. And how come the parents aren't calling for that? So I told the principal, I told the vice principal, I told you, I told them, I said, how come we don't give out tickets? They
Yeah,
do outside. If somebody's throwing some food or paper
that's
on the floor,
littering.
that's littering. If these kids want to throw their food all over the floor every day, give them a ticket. Third ticket, their mother has to come and sit with them at lunch. Are they gonna throw food after that? And if they do, find the parent. That's littering. That's
I
disrespectful.
remember
But I can't, I can't say that to the kids or to the parents. But I did tell my supervisor in a nice way, and he laughed. I mean, not at it laughing, but he laughed with me and said, "That's a good idea. Not going to be enforced. It will never happen."
I remember I
But
my my son um I remember he was acting very rebellious and I they called me to go and sit in the classroom with
Tucson,
him.
what's up, Tucson, Arizona?
And I went and I sat there. I used to work graveyard. I used to work 1 in the morning till 9:30, 10 in the morning. So they told me that because he was misbehaving, I had to sit there with. I had to go and sit in the class because he was like a class clown, or he was a he would act up and disturb everybody, and then everybody would act up with him. So I remember I would go and sit there, and I would sit in the back, and he didn't like it, and I didn't like it either because I was tired. I used to work graveyard. And I would give him that look and I would tell him, like, don't make me take you to the restroom and beat the living crap out of you because I'll take you to the restroom where there's no cameras and I'm going to kick your ass. And he used to, and I used to hit my kids. I used to hit my kids when they wanted to act up. I was very, very strict with them because I didn't want them to do the things that I did in life, as a young girl and as a teenager. So I was very overprotective and very strict with them. And so my son, when he was acting like that, I remember I hit him. I hit him and he did something else at school. And the teacher said that he said, like, okay, just don't call my mom. Call the cops, but don't call my mom. He was more afraid of me
yeah,
because I would hit him in his butt with a chancla or with a vacuum stick. I would hit him in the butt, and then I would ground him. I'd take everything. He had a PlayStation, he had an Xbox. I take it. One time I got the Wii, and I broke it, and that was expensive. That thing was expensive when it came out, and I got it and I broke it in
one
front of
time,
his face, and I
one
stepped on
time,
it, and the guitar I got it
one time
against
we,
the wall,
uh,
and I told him, I said, I don't, and I know I paid for it. I said, but I don't care. You're not gonna have this anymore.
one time the cops pulled over Abram and some other boys, boxers. Nothing but boxers used to come to my house. Little kids. Jacob was boxing at 8, so I had him from 8 to 14 to 16 to 20, all the way up. And this family, these boys, 3 brothers with my 2 sons, 5 of them, were throwing lemons from our tree over to the freeway. They went out there to the bridge and were throwing them at cars. and a car called it in, and a helicopter came, and they ran through the wash, through the dike, to the backyard. The helicopter followed them, huddled over my house. We didn't know we were inside. They were outside playing. They came in.
Good night, Miss
They were
Tina. Last
hiding,
night.
and my older son took his fucking shoes and everything off, his clothes, changed them. He was smart. He knew. I taught him well. And
Thank
then
you, Art.
and then they got them all.
Thank
They,
you.
they followed them inside the house in the backyard. So in the front yard came the highway patrols, and they took them all outside. And
Victoria.
they asked my younger son, "Were you throwing lemons?" And he's like, "No." And then they grabbed my older son, and now by that time we're outside. You know, neighbors are all outside. There's 5, 6 highway patrol cars. The helicopter was hovering over the house. They had all these 5 boys on the sidewalk. My older son was like, "It wasn't me," and he knew he changed, so it wasn't me. So, anyways, long story short, they asked these 3 other boys, "You guys are all brothers," and we had to say they were with us. We were taking care of them, right? Well, we're gonna call your parents. Who do we call? And they were so scared of their dad, huh? It was their dad. Don't call my dad. No, they were like, call my mom. They said, call my mom. Call my mom. You know, real quick, all of them. And they were like, call their dad. And they called their dad. Their dad came. Fuck. It was gotcha. But anyways,
Angel Flores.
the point to that is one got to be tough in the family as a parent. I think, right? One of them has to. And my mom was the tough one. She was both parents. Had to be both, right?
Yeah.
Single mom. But she was tough. And if you guys don't remember, I'm going to remind you. Do you remember when they would look at you and tell you, let's go to the restroom? You could be in the market, because Safeway used to have a restroom behind the doors, behind the meat. You go in the back. Restaurants. And one time I thought I was slick, and I told her I don't have to go to the restroom. And I was tough about it too. She grabbed my ear and she said, "What did you say?" She goes, "Let's go." And all the way to the restroom, people were looking at her. She had my ear all the way to the restroom, and I went in. And then I tried to say, "I can't go in there." It was the woman's restroom. She took me in there. Fuck. I came out. I was quiet. I ate all my food. Didn't say shit. Fuck that. She'd take me, yeah. And one time, oh my God, school. One time, I snitched, eh? I snitched, eh? I was in kindergarten. What did I know about rat? You know what I mean? Rats. But I was in kindergarten. This is kindergarten. You have preschool, then kindergarten. I was in kindergarten. I wasn't even in first grade yet. And I raised my hand in class to tell the teacher where the aide was. The teacher's aide was at my house. They were partying all night, all the teachers, and she stayed over and didn't go to work, so they were still partying. My mom.
I'm gonna give him a piece of cheese, you guys, for the kindergarten.
But I went to school. I was in kindergarten, and I'm sitting there on the carpet, and I raised my hand to tell them I know where because the teacher's asking, anybody see Miss Barrigas? Anybody see Miss Barrigas? And I raised my hand, and I said, I know where she's at. I was all excited. I stood up, I was fucking waving, jumping, doing the fucking dance like that. I know. And they asked me, where's she at? And I said, at my house. They called my house. My mom answered. She told the teacher, yeah, Miss Barrigas is right here. Hold on. Fuck, I got it when I got home, but that was in the end. It was a Halloween fucking parade for the whole school. And I was in the bathroom crying. She was whooping my ass, making me put on a dress and a wig and painted my lips and makeup. I was a girl because I wanted to snitch. So she girled me up,
crazy.
And I was a girl. She was the teacher there. She didn't care. Other teachers were laughing. Oh, that's what he gets. I want to snitch. You know? Fuck. Miss Barrigas gave her the lipstick. Here, put that on him. I was fucking crying, walking the whole school parade.
Was your wig? It was long hair. Or?
I had curly, long. Fuck. I was man. Teach me to snitch. That was crazy. Now those days, parents could do that. Imagine if we could do that now. Shh. Man, imagine. We just fucking.
Okay, Victoria.
Whatever.
She just got off of work. She's gonna be driving, but she doesn't see um mods in here.
Oh, just put the phone down.
Yeah,
You could hear us.
I got it. I got it. Hi, Spooky.
Ruth is laughing.
Yeah, that's she put the lipstick. She
Oh,
put the
the
lipstick and then
lipstick,
the
eh?
little girl.
Oh my God, my mom will tell you that. I'm gonna get my mom on the channel. My mom's gonna tell you that story. No, it's for reals, eh? For reals, eh? My mom.
But did you win? I remember those
Did I
parades
win?
in school. I used to go like
Yeah,
all out with my kids.
I won.
I didn't buy
I
them
won.
costumes.
I want an ass whooping
I
when I
would
got
I
home.
would get all into their costume and make them, like natural, and I would do patches of blood and like to me always scary movies and just Halloween was the day for me
But
and
yeah,
I loved
but
all
no.
that.
But this wasn't a happy Halloween. This wasn't all. Let's get into it. This was let's whoop his ass and teach him a lesson. Halloween. This was like.
She said she has us plugged into the car stereo. And Ruth does that.
That's right.
Yeah, but I remember.
Yeah, but okay. So going back, okay, the whole thing is back in the days we could discipline our kids. You know what I mean? It was okay for our parents. I even got swatted. My mom allowed in fourth grade. I was in fourth grade now. She allowed the teacher to swat me. Yeah, and I found out later.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he was a cool dude. I mean, he was Mr. Kinsley. He passed already. He passed. Yeah, there was a story there. He was gay, but nobody knew it. Nobody knew it because he had a big old mustache, a big old beard. Like he looked tough. He was a tough dude. But he was gay. He died of AIDS when AIDS first had come out. But in the fourth grade, I cheated on a math test. Okay, and my dad was real. How do you say? He was cold. He was not cold, but what it was that he wasn't going to give me a pass. I had to own up to it or whatever I did in life. That's what his thing was. Even when I got in trouble with my brother, and I went to him. Mind you, he was nodding out. He was already fixed, and he was nodding out, and I'm waking him up. Dad, Davey, my brother, he's throwing me out. He wanted his girlfriend to move back in with us, and he wanted me to go live at my mom's. My mom lived down the street with my two sisters, and my brother lived at my dad's house, up the street, on the same block. So he's telling he's telling me to get out, and I'm telling my dad, and he's all. And I'm waking him up, hey, and I'm hitting him like that, Dad, and I go, Davey's acting up, he's throwing me out, he's telling me to go to mom's, he's telling me, and he goes, oh yeah, did you wash the dishes? And I go, what the fuck, did I wash the dishes? He goes, yeah, did you clean your room? And I go, no. Do you go to school? And I go, no. You say it's school, I don't have to. He goes, oh well, I gave you enough rope, you guess you hung yourself. And he went back down, and I go, what the fuck? Dad, hey, Dad. And he goes, and then so my brother throws me out. I go home, mom's, and I'm knocking on mom's door, and I'm like, Mom, Dad. He tells me he gave me enough rope, and I hung myself. Like, what is that? And she goes, well, he let you do whatever you wanted. You were free to do whatever you wanted, and you chose to do the wrong shit. So that's why you're here. Now you're back. And I go clean the kitchen. So the point to that is, our dog.
He's
That's rough.
barking at somebody that walked by.
So
So the person that's walking by, they go to the street. I don't know. They probably think
they get scared. They go all the way to the middle of the street.
They go to the middle of the street. They don't want
They don't want to walk
by
in front
the
of our
gate.
house. Because also he's. So anyways, yeah. My dad would do that. My dad would allow us to do whatever we were going to do, but it was up to us to make the right choices. That's the point. So on this test, test, I cheated in fourth grade. So my dad took me to the teacher, Mr. Kensley, and he sat me down and he says, first, Mr. Kensley reported us for cheating, and my mom was pissed, and it was four of us. And one of the kids that had a calculator that cheated with a calculator, he stomped on it and he busted the calculator. So so that was one kid, Johnny Munoz. And then
You remember all this thing? I don't
yeah,
remember none.
Johnny. And then so then he called in the rest of us, eh? And yeah, we cheated because well, all my shit was wrong, just like the food next to me. The exact ones were wrong. And he knew we cheated. And then I said, no, I didn't cheat. I didn't cheat off him. He might have looked at my paper, but I didn't look at his paper. Like I was saying that I got them all wrong and he cheated, and that was it. And I told him too,
Hey,
Caesar
Rick.
Lobano. I told
Hey,
him.
Enrique.
I
They're
told him,
on.
hey, fess up, fess up. Tell him you were looking at my shit. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. And he's like, no, no, no. He didn't want to do it. And so we all got in trouble. And my mom calls my dad. And my dad goes to the school with me. And I think my dad's a tough guy, right? He's going to tell this teacher off. And fuck this fool. Nope. He sits there and he tells the teacher, my son didn't cheat. And I'm fucking like that. Like, yeah, that's right. I didn't cheat. And I'm looking at the teacher like, fuck you, fool. And the teacher says, well, look at the papers. And he's showing them. And my dad looks and he says, that may be the case. You have two papers the same, but how do you know it was my son cheating? Could have been the other one. Like I told my dad, it was the other one, Dad. He cheated off me. So he kept it, stuck to it. He told the teacher, nah, my son didn't cheat. He told me he didn't cheat. I believe my son. My son doesn't lie. He doesn't lie to me. Ain't that right, Mark? He called me Mao because that was his nickname to me. Wow. I have it tattooed right here. Mao.
I have it tattooed right here.
She has it tattooed right there. So Mao, he says, Mao,
My hands over.
you don't lie to me, right? And I said, no, of course not. I didn't cheat. He goes, that's right. So there you go.
Shout
And
out
then
to
Mr. Kenzie
Springfield,
says, well,
Missouri.
we're gonna have to do something about this
Ora, where
because
is in the
I got all
house?
four. What's up, Rick?
Enrique Pops is on too.
Pops, what's up, Pops? So I look at my dad, right? And I go, tell him, Dad. And he goes, I am. I got this. I got this. He's telling me this, right? We're huddling up, and the teacher's sitting right there. And I say, and I'm smiling, and I'm saying, yeah, that's right, that's right. And he looks at the teacher, and he goes, my son didn't cheat, and because he didn't cheat, he's gonna take the test over again. And I was like, what the fuck? And I look at my dad, and I go, are you kidding me right now? Like, are you serious? And he goes, yeah, son. You don't lie to me. You didn't cheat, right? And I go, no. He goes, so you'll pass the test again. Or you'll pass this time, right? And I was like, yeah, I guess, but, all right. So I confessed. I said, I cheated. I can't take the test again because I didn't know what I was taking. I didn't study, nothing. So he said, all right, that's what it is. He walked up and left. I was still sitting there. He didn't come back. My mom came back in the room. She was out in the hallway. She was already there because she worked there. She was a teacher. So she came in. She goes, man, I don't know what to tell you. And I'm thinking to myself, fuck, I'm going to go home. But they had already agreed. They already had talked. All this was a plan. The teacher sitting there knew already my dad was going to pull this shit. So the agreement between them, not me, was I was going to get swatted. And I got swatted. I got down into the library. They laid us down over his knee, and the teacher swatted us 4 times with a book because they didn't have the paddles yet, or they did and they got rid of them. But this fool picked up a book and he went pow 4 times, and my mom okayed it, and that was in school in the 4th grade at Hamill Street School. So what happened in those days, right? Teachers could swat you, parents could hit you, kids weren't acting up. And now,
remember when you
I gotta go talk on Monday to 300 students.
Remember back in the days where you used to do spelling tests and you had all week to study?
Yeah.
And then on Fridays there was the test. I remember I used to study really hard to pass those tests because this teacher, she would embarrass us, like if we wouldn't get them right, or if you would get so many wrong, because a lot of kids just do it just to do it and don't even study, or they just write anything. And this teacher, I don't even remember her name, but she was this big teacher, tall, and she her hair was so black, and I always thought she looked like a witch, right? I was little. I always thought she looked like a witch, and just her perfume was so dramatic. And I would always get my test right because I would study my ass off. Like, I would study in flashcards and everything and write it, like standards and stuff, because I was afraid of embarrassment. I was always afraid of that. So I would study really hard. And then they would sit you in the, you're in the class, and then they would pick you to read. Okay, now you're going to read this. And then, okay, and then they call out your name and you're going to read this. Every time she would call me, I would say no, no. And I know I would get embarrassed because I think I would get red. And I would, like, my heart would start pumping hard, like I didn't want to. And I would tell her, she would tell me, read. And I would say, like, no, like, I don't want to. And I can hear all the kids around me, like, oh, she don't know how to read. She don't know how to read. But the teacher knew that I knew how to read because all my tests were right. It was just, I was embarrassed to read out loud in front of the class.
That's crazy, because I was the opposite. I used to stand in front of the school and do a speech.
Oh, hell no, I would
I was
never
the president
do that.
of the elementary school I went to. My mom was at. I was the president. I was the vice president. I was the yeah, I was the shit. My mom tells you this. I was the shit. I used to stand in front of the whole school and an assembly and read a speech to vote for me, and nobody would vote for me. And my posters were bad because I used to draw. I used to fucking beat my posters. And then my mom would tell him, run for it, run against him. No, Miss Lerma, he's gonna win. Yeah. And then I have some stories. I got the teacher's pet, Maria Casas, in 6th grade to go into the teacher's book. The teacher had a grade book, Miss Brown, and I could say this now because I got caught for it. So, and I got my punishment, but I told Maria Casas, I opened the classroom every morning, and I used to take the teacher an apple. I really did. Ask my mom. I'll have my mom tell you.
Hi, Monica.
And I put the apple on her desk, do all that. Sometimes a yellow rose, because my mom had yellow rose bushes, and I'd cut her a rose and put it on her desk.
Thank you, Oraware Productions.
So I tell Maria Casas.
We love you guys too.
I tell Maria, Maria, I got the keys to the classroom. Go in on this day. I'm going to meet you there. And I'm going to open the door. Go get Miss Brown's grade book. See, Miss Brown had a grade book with all our names and little squares all along.
Thank you for
the
your
name
kind
in
words.
the book. It was a book that had squares. If you handed in an assignment,
hi, Ana Castorena.
she put a line. Okay? If you didn't,
hi, Mr. Oldies.
she put an X. If you handed it in late, if you handed it in late, she put a slash across the line like this. Okay? That's it. That means you got it in late. You have the assignment credit. X, if you didn't. Line, if you did. And then or some shit. And then if you did it late, you got a slash like that. Okay? So it would always be an X, no matter what. So I tell Maria, okay, get the book and throw me an X on all the ones that I need an X on. I need to fill that shit up, blah, blah, blah. And she, and do yours at the same
Victoria.
time. I go, you could do yours too. So she goes in and she's doing the X's or whatever. She does it,
thank
right?
Thank you, Anna. We love you
and she leaves and she goes down and she tells me, I did it. I said, oh.
Yes, we're familia.
So we did it, whatever. Okay. Next day, principal calls us in. Parents are in the office. My mom's pissed. What's going on? They tell me, I don't know. You tell me. I said, I don't know. I looked at Maria and I go, what's going on? She's crying. Ooh, she wear bows in her hair and everything. And she's crying. I'm the president of the school. I'm going up for a scholarship. Art scholarship. I was even on a float in the East LA parade on a menudo float. Big cannon menudo. And I was waving menudo. Hey, Dolores Canning Company sponsored our school. The Dolores Canning Company was on Eastern. They had the menudo. Dolores menudo. Dolores, yeah. And
Dolores menudo.
Dolores.
Where was Juanita?
It was, I swear to God.
Oh
And,
my God.
and I was, and they always told me how to cup my hat, cup and wave like that. Go. So I was like that. I was on the float. Yeah. Me, Patty, and Enosa, all of us, like that. Vice president,
Oh my
president. I was the
God.
president of AMO, like that. And then, so I'm, I'm in the office and I'm looking at Maria and I'm telling her what happened, and she's crying and they're asking me what happened, Mark, and I go, I don't know, I don't know what happened, and then they told me, and they showed us the book, and I looked in the book and they go, do you know what happened? Do you know about this? And I looked and I go, no. And I swear to God, I'm taking it to the grave, right? My mom's pissed and she's like, tell him the truth. I go, tell him what? I opened the door. I had the keys, but I don't know what happened after that. And I'm looking at Maria like, fess up. You did it. You did it, right? I didn't do it. Honestly, I was telling the truth. I didn't do it. So I kept to my story. And because I
For
didn't do
real,
it,
right?
and you know what she did?
Truth? Oh my
Hey,
God.
you know what she did? This is why they caught us. Because the dummy, teacher's pet, the smartest one in the class, couldn't get it right. You know those lines? And then I said a slash on the line. That makes an X. Because there was an either X in a box by itself or it was a slash. Now, late assignments made us a slash. Okay? Like this. You know what she did? She put an X over the slash. So there was a slash with an X. That was way too much. Like, that's too
many
much.
lines.
Too many lines. That's too many lines. So the teacher saw that and she goes, that's not what I do. She goes, it's not my work. Only us two, Maria Casas and Mark Lerma. Only us two with all those extra lines. Fuck. And she went all the way. I told her a few. All I needed was 6. She did like 12, 13, all the way down to the end. I was like, fuck. Okay. She overdid it. And yeah, we got caught. They almost took away my scholarship. But my mom wasn't having it. You know what I mean? As my mom was pissed, Mr.
How were you
Labernino.
waving? How were you waving?
Like that. No, they tell you cup your hand and don't wave like that. Like, hey. I was like, hey, what's up, babe? What's up, homie? Oh no, I had to be like this, like sit straight and wave like that. And look, and don't, yeah, and you know, because we go through the whole neighborhood, Whittier, where your grandma's buried, that parade that goes up Whittier, the East LA parade. I was like, you know, fuck.
So you mean to tell me that Dolores Menudo was out before Juanita?
Dolores Canning Company, right there by Civil Brand.
By Silver Brand.
Remember Civil? Remember that was the woman's jail, the woman's prison.
Yeah, we used to go pick up my mom there a lot.
Fuck yeah. But yeah, that was a bad one, eh? And then another one. I got another one. The fucking office manager. We used to party. Well, my mom, not me. I was in 6th grade. But my mom and all the teachers and principal, everybody partied. They were just humans, you know what I mean? Like regular people, and then they party. Eh? And one time we stole all that weed. You remember? I tell you the story about the weed when I got in trouble. And Bobby and Anthony smoked it. They didn't return it. They had me give it back.
Yeah.
My brother and my older sister and her husband, my brother-in-law, they've been together since high school. They're still together. But I had a friend stay with us. One of my friends, his mom passed away at the time in 6th grade, and he came and stayed with my mom. So we have the big house. We have always had big houses, right? My mom's always rented. And she would fill it up on Friday night, and they party Saturday, Sunday at the house. And sometimes
Secretary,
the principal,
with the secretary, with the principal,
the whole staff, all at the house, drink.
Mama's house.
Yeah, and still do. She still does. She tells you. When she was volunteering, she was bringing home the staff to her house, the kids, the young ones. She said,
Oh yeah, we were there one time, and and then she said that the daughter, or who, the daughter, the granddaughter, if I don't know what, was gonna go. She's already, she's older, the granddaughter, or the daughter. She's like in her late 20s, mid 20s, late 20s. So, and she got a phone call and she told her that she was gonna go and have a beer with her. And so she's like, oh yeah, I don't know, so and so is gonna come and have a beer, right? And then the young girl gets there, and she's like, she sees us, and she's like, oh my god, can I take a picture? So she takes a picture of Mark and Mama and his niece and me, and yeah, so she goes and she has a beer, and then I was like, what the hell? This young little girl, she comes and she has a beer with Mama. Like, really? She's like, oh yeah, they always come and they have a beer.
She tells her, yeah, people come all the time.
Yeah, to have a beer
to
with
have
her.
a beer with her. But that's how my mom was. Everybody partied at her pad, from us to my everybody. So the school was in East LA, in the heart. So all the teachers, like my mom, most of them lived in the neighborhood, blocks away from the school. So they'd walk to her house, or it would always be that way every weekend. And this story goes is that we were house hopping. So they started at my mom's, and then we ended up at another house, and then another house. But the house we ended up at was the principal's secretary. So I'm gonna tell the story, but it's not a good story. So any kids out there, this is not something to do. I don't promote it, but it's a real channel and it's a real story, and it really did happen. My mom will tell you. So we go to the last house, and it's the secretary of the principal, and we're there partying. And long story short, we go into one of the rooms of the house, and I take Benny with me. And I was always the mastermind of everything, but I always had them do it. So if anything happened, it wasn't me, and I was telling the truth. It wasn't me. So I tell Benny, come here, check this out. We opened up a drawer, and there were pounds of weed. And back then, as kids, sixth grade, we're in sixth grade, there's a lot to us. So I go get foil, and I get lots of it. And they're in the kitchen. They don't understand what I'm doing. So I go back and I tell Benny, here, pack this shit and stuff it in your pants. So we did. And we go back to watching TV all night, and we got all this shit on us. And then we get home, and then I tell him, okay, give it to me. So he gives it to me and loads it. And I go down 4 houses to the Martinez family. They're a bunch of brothers, right? And they used to let me play basketball there. And where the basketball was, it was on the garage. But the way they had it tied up, I can use the rope to get up on the roof. So I used the rope, and I climbed, and I stuck all of the shit underneath the shingles.
She's really good, Anna. Healthy, really good. She's doing really good.
And I got everything stashed, and I went back home.
Hi, Rosebud.
Next day, my mom gets the phone call.
Thank you, Rosebud.
And she takes me in the room, and she starts whooping my ass. Whooping my ass. And I'm crying. My sister goes in, my brother-in-law. Hey, Mom, that's enough, Mom. No, how dare him? He stole from Alice. He took her weed and all this stuff, And I'm crying, and I'm not giving it up. I'm like, no, it wasn't me. And then, Benny was with his sister at the time. His mom had just passed, so his sister took him in. He comes and stays with us later in life after that. But this time he's with her, and I'm telling him, call him. He was with me. He'll tell you it wasn't me, because I knew it wasn't me, So, anyways, I get my ass whooped, and I'm not giving it up. And my sister goes in and she says, Mom, let me talk to him. Let me see. Come on, my sister Bob. So she calls me in the room, and she sits me down. And she says, okay, Mark, tell me the truth. I'm not going to tell Mom. I'm not going to tell nobody. It's between us. And I have my sister's tattooed on my leg. And that tattoo was fucked up. That shit looked crazy. I was fucking... That was my first tattoo. It's Casper the joint. No. Casper the freaking ghost. Smoking a joint with a weed plant flying through the sky. And she said...
He told me, he's like, look, babe, my tattoo.
My first tattoo ever. I had to hide it on my leg.
And I looked at it and I was like, what is that, a unicorn?
Some people thought Sonic the Hedgehog. I was like, who the fuck? What? She goes, that's a unicorn. No, it's fucking Casper, the friendly ghost. He's flying. Look. And then he has a
It
joint.
has a little bit of color, so I
Yeah.
thought it was a unicorn. It had the unicorn.
But no, there was no unicorn in it. And it said, I
Oh my
love
god.
you, Bob. And all my friends call me on that one. Bob, órale, vato. But Bob's my sister, Bob. Fool. After Bobby, Bob. So Bob has me in the room. She's telling me, so tell me, give it, give it up, give it up. We won't tell mom. We'll keep it a secret. And my brother-in-law's right there next to her. Come on, Mark. I know you got it. And I'm looking at him like, fuck, this is my chance. I go, you promise? He goes, yeah, I promise. Don't worry. We'll get it back to her. Blah, blah, blah. And I go, okay. She goes, how much do you have? And I go, it's a lot, you know. And where do you have it? And she's drilling me. And I'm like, down the street, over here on the road. Go get it. And then she calms my mom down. So my mom, tells me, go do whatever you have to do, blah, blah, blah. So I left. Got up there, got it, came back, gave it to him. And my sister looks at her husband, my brother-in-law, and they're looking at each other. And they go, damn, this is a lot. We can't give it back. I go, what the fuck? You're not going to give it back? She goes, no, we can't. They smoked it all. They kept it. And they told my mom, we can't. They talked her into it. Like, mom, tell her he didn't get it. He didn't do it. This is a lot. And this is something that stayed with me because this story is similar to a story with my boys. I'll tell you that one right now. But anyway, they didn't give it back. And I got whooped. Still after that. And then I got blamed. And I was blamed, but it wasn't going to get returned because they didn't know where it was. So guess who got to go to San Francisco with Alice? Benny, my friend. The one that did it. Just like Maria Casas. He got to go on a trip with her, and I got to get whooped. But I learned, never get anybody else involved. If you're gonna do something,
Do it by yourself.
do it by yourself because it doesn't ever work out. So, anyways, whooping your ass. That was the point to all this. Back in the days, it was good. It was okay. Parents could whoop your ass, and I think those days should come back. But yeah, one time my kids stole candy from 7-Eleven, my boys, and they did it with the neighbor down the street. And their mom took them to the lady's house with the other kids because we caught them on the side stashing it. But there was so much of it, over $60, I think, or something of it, of shit, that I told their mom, you can't take them back. And they wanted to. The other mom was like, we're going to go back to the store. And I go, no, that's inventory. And it's on consignment. So that means that the vendors are going to have to do a report on the count. That's a lot of candy. There's going to be a report. And if there's a report, it's not happening. My boys, they ain't going in, they're not getting in trouble for this. They fucked up and I'll teach them and I'll discipline them. But no, we're not going to do that shit. And we didn't take it back. Fuck
Hi,
no.
Elsa.
We had
Thank
candy
you.
for a long time. But yeah, that shit happened with them. And I didn't want to do that, take them back and return it and all that. Fuck no. So we didn't do it. What happened?
Look, Ruth said, why Casper?
Oh, I don't know. Casper was in at the time. I don't know, Casper. I was fucked up. I was drunk. I was young. What was I, like 14, 15, 14? And I was getting tattooed on my leg. And Casper seemed like the ghost to do. And he had a joint in his hand. He still does. He's right here.
I saw it and it looked,
And,
it had the, it was
and it
its
has a
color.
plant,
It
a
has
big,
color.
yeah, the color's the plant. And I don't know, I think he did Casper white, but now he's yellow. So,
It has the unicorn
it
colors.
has the unicorn colors.
So it kind of looks
So-
like a unicorn.
So he's flying through the sky. He's
It's flying through your leg.
Through my leg, and he's fucking. Now he's on acid.
Now he's on acid.
Now he's on acid. Eh? So, but that was my sister. I love you, Bob, and I do. I love her. I love my.
Oh,
my
he
other
does.
sister.
And so he has a lot of stories. Yeah. My mom used to, one time,
What do you say?
I ditched, and this was middle school. I used to go to Virgil Junior High. And I had barely started going there, I wanted to be popular like the other, like my friends. So we ditched and we went to this park, and my aunt saw me. My aunt and her husband were driving by and they saw me at the park. They picked me up and they took me to the house, and they
Pink
told my mom.
Panther. Pink Panther and a Zuzu. Sorry,
They
I'm
told
sorry.
my mom that I was at the park, and that I was at the park with, a bunch of other kids. We had ditched, and so my mom calls the school, and I was never there. I never went to school. So she got a, back in the days how you used to steal gas, and you used to put the holes in one gas tank, and then you used to um, try and pump the gas out and then put it in the other car. So it was like a piece of holes, like maybe this big. Well, she would get that thing and she would hit me. And when she would hit me, I would have like bruises in my legs. So she would tell him that I had a cold, or I had fever or something. I was sick, and I couldn't go to school because I had bruises until they were gone. Then she would send us to school. But yeah, she used to hit me with that. It was a piece of like the water hose, and
My mom
she
says,
used to get really mad. And one time too, because I used to put eyeliner inside my eye, like the black one, and then I used to put mascara on my eyelashes. And I had like long eyelashes, and I used to put. So that was the thing for me to get to school, get there early, go to the restroom, and put makeup on. And then after school, go to the restroom, wash my face, and then go go home. But one day I forgot, and then I forgot, and I showed up at the house, and my eyelashes are done, and I have eyeliner, and then it gets all black down here. And he's like, she tells me, "What do you have in your face?" And then I said, "Nothing. Why? What do I have in my face?" And I was like, and she's like, "You better go to the restroom right now and wash your face before I wash it for you." And when she said that, it clicked. I was like, "Damn, I have makeup on." There I go to the restroom, and I'm washing my face, and it was all black like that. And then she got me, she pulled my hair, and then she took me in the room, and she's like, "And you're gonna stay in here, and what are you doing wearing makeup, and this, how long has this been going on?" And she was really, really mad because I put makeup on. And I was only what, like, I think I was 12, 11 or 12. And that was in the year what middle school started in the sixth grade. You know how it was what, seven, eight, and
mm-hmm.
nine, and then but that year, because I remember I went uh to Union Elementary, and then that year it stopped in the fifth grade, and then we had to go to a middle school, and then my grandma didn't want me to go to the middle school yet, so that's when she sent me on the bus to a school in Santa Barbara, or yeah, Santa Barbara. No, sorry, Burbank, to Ventura, and then from there, um, I graduated from the fifth grade from Union, and then I graduated from the sixth grade in Burbank, and then I went to the seventh to Virgil, and then I went to Stevenson for the eighth and ninth grade, or yeah, ninth grade, no, eighth grade, yeah. That was crazy though. Those were good days though.
Yeah, they were
They
real
were
good
really
days, eh?
good days.
85, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, all the way up to 98.
But then I
90,
got pregnant in
no,
85 and had Monica in 86.
89,
And,
89.
and then I got pregnant again from Michelle in 86, and she was born in 87. Yeah, my kids are
In 87,
34 and 35 years old. They're old.
you were how old when you had them? 14 and 15?
Yeah.
14 and 15
At 16, I was already a parent of two.
at 16.
That's like Angel right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just crazy.
Angel,
Huh?
my grandson, he comes and he tells me, to clean his unibrow. And I can't show you guys because my phone's on, but so I cleaned him. I waxed him, and then I shaped this. By the time you still gotta pay me. Well, I don't have no money right now. Well, when you have money, you better pay me. And the other one too. He comes and I did quesadilla tacos, and I told him I'm gonna do fundraising, and I'm gonna sell quesadilla tacos. So he comes and he brings a little friend. So every time that I see him, I tell him, Nate, you owe me $10. You brought a little friend to eat, and I was selling my tacos. But I'm your grandson. Yeah, so what? I don't care. Business is business, and family is family.
Rick,
But I just play
is
with
Rick
them.
out there still? Rick or Pops, eh? Are you guys out there? Say something. Say hello. Say what's up. Because I got some good news. I'll call you later if you're not. I got some really good news for you. Are they still there?
I don't
Who's
know.
there? Questions? Anybody have any questions for us, for G? This was a Friday night Q&A, and I ended up telling you guys some stories.
No. I don't know if they're on. Rick and Enrique. Good night, Ana Castorena. You have a blessed night, and thank you for being here with us. Rosebud is here. But Rick and Enrique.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're probably not.
Well, I'll call them. I have to get their vector for their logo.
Oh, yeah.
I told Rick to send it to me, see if he remembers. I'll call him.
So on Halloween, we're taking also to the doggy park because they're having a Halloween parade, right?
Mm-hmm.
The doggies at the doggy park, they're having a Halloween parade. So I'm going to throw on his Packer jersey and buy a football at Walmart so that he can be a Green Bay Packer player for Halloween.
So we got a couple of good topics that I'm gonna use. I'm gonna take those to the school. If you guys that are
Hi,
tuning in,
Dan HD.
or you guys are tuning in, I'm speaking on Monday, all day, 8:30 to 3:30 at a junior high school with Rockin' Chicano. And,
Rosebud, yes, he has 3 kids. He has 2 boys, 1 girl, and then he has 2 granddaughters. Mark.
Yeah, me, I do. My daughter, my boys are 26, 24, and my daughter's 23. My 2 younger ones, or the 2 younger ones are 13 months apart. So 23, 24, 26. And I have 2 granddaughters. One's gonna be 3, and the other one's gonna be what, 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, one's gonna be 3 in a couple of months.
Yeah.
And September or January, right? January the 25th.
January, yeah.
She'll be 6. We're gonna have a birthday
No,
party.
she's gonna be 3.
She's gonna be 3. The other one's gonna be 6.
The other one's gonna be 6.
Yeah, 3 and 6 granddaughters too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have 3 kids. I have a 35-year-old.
And we're 50.
A 34-year-old. And I have a 25-year-old son.
I'm 50. I turned 50 in August.
2 girls, 1 boy.
G turned 50 in November. She'll be 51 coming up this November.
And I have 6 grandkids.
Yes.
16, 13, 11. 7, 2 7s. And then the baby is 6 months old. She was born the same day Osa was born, April 1st. So she's 6 months. And then...
And we were born and raised in East LA. and we're out here in the Coachella Valley. We live in Indio. I've been out here 20 years. Came in 2000 for a better life. You know what I mean? Not a better life, like I didn't have a good life over there. It was just all fucked up. You know what I mean? I was into a lot of crazy shit. It wasn't working for me, you know.
Next year, Elsa, I want to um set up a time where we can go to. She's asking when are we gonna go to Vegas, but I want to go to Vegas next year.
Yeah, we want to go out. Yeah.
Much love, Lisa. Good night. Have a blessed night. Oh, thank you, Elsa. Thank you for your kind words. She says that we don't look our age and we don't act our age.
Oh, thank you. I get that a lot, huh, babe? When I was clean shaved, they used to say that a lot too.
Yes, we'll let you know when we're over there. And
We have friends out there too. We want to go see
yeah, we
Chris.
have I have
Chris.
my friend Chris and Jamie that live out there, and I want to go and see them too. We you know what? We're having a Southsider and Gina Moreno, the Moreno family, that they're gonna come and visit. And then we've had Kathy and her family that we've met, and they came to visit too. They came to paint the gym, and we just had 3 weekends, huh? 3 weekends, 3 amazing weekends. Good people,
I
very
was
good people.
I was saying that. Oh, go ahead.
And well,
I was saying
well, Yeska, we met
Yeska.
Yeska.
Yeska's come down
Yeska
from
came.
Modesto.
Yeah, she's came
Yeska
from
came down.
Modesto to come and meet us and visit with us.
But I was telling G that I want to do a night for our family out there that are what we consider. We don't say fans. We don't have fans. We're not famous.
No,
This ain't about that.
fam
We're
bam.
just family, fan band, family. What the fuck?
He tried to say family.
Family,
He said
family,
family.
family. So, anyways, it's fam. So we want to barbecue
Hi,
or do a
Sandra.
cookout, do a night here at the house, and have some fam come over and hang out. You know what I mean? Drink and party and whatever you guys do, music, and chop it up. Get to meet
Shout
you
out
guys.
to my girl Sandra. She came and I did
So
her microblading, and I did her retouch, and I did eyelash extensions on her, and you know.
and she gave me a cool
Thank you
poster.
so much. Yes, thank you so much, Sandra,
I
for
like that
trusting
poster. I like
me
that truck in there. That's
you
the
know,
truck I wanted to get.
as your microblading artist. Like, I love you, girl, and I love the work that I did on you.
Yeah, she came out real
Thank you
good.
so much for that.
Yeah.
Yeska's gonna be here soon. She's
So-
gonna come out again.
Oh, when Yeska comes back down, that's I think we should call the Southsider, his wife, Kathy, and get everybody together for a nice, a nice night of cooking and
Oh,
stuff.
thank you,
Hanging
Rosebud.
out.
You know what? Yeah,
Get Rosebud out here. Um, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna say that
Snoop, get
the
Snoop
past
out
2
here.
years,
Joey Flores,
I've
Victoria.
changed a lot.
Shit,
This
we gotta get
past 2
Victoria
years
out
that
here.
I've been with him, I've changed a lot, and God is the center of my marriage, the center of
You know what's a
my
trip?
house, the center of everything.
Tell them what the trip is that people have told her that she has changed, and not only
A
that,
lot of people.
but are so happy. They see her so happy, and all these things, right? But people have actually told G how much I've changed,
Yeah.
how much I'm not so angry.
And I look at him and I'm like, damn, babe, you were that bad. Because everybody tells me, like,
I'm not
"Oh, he's
lying. They'll
changed
tell
a
you.
lot."
My
Yeah,
son will
he's
tell you.
changed a lot.
I was lost. Remember, 2 years homeless from being out, here 20 years, and then now having
Oh,
to
I saw that, Victoria. Yes.
go back home if I didn't make it. All kinds of crazy shit happened to me in the last 5, 6 years. 2 years with G, 2 years with G, but the 4 before, I was 2 years at the gym. I was a year in my car. Um, it was crazy. And I'm not lying to you. Ask my son. My sons will tell you. Even one time I got into it with my older son for some bullshit. The two boys got in a fight, my boys, and they never fought when I was at home, but they got in a fight and I didn't like it, so I rushed over to the house, all crazy, and they were calling the cops on me, and they were like, you know how we know how you everybody knows how you roll, and I'm like, what? And then he's like, yeah, you got your strap on you, and I always had it because just the way it was, and then I ran to the car and I took off and everything, and yeah, there's stories that they tell her about how I was.
And he always had a strap.
Well,
And
I
then he
always had a
meets
strap,
me, and
and I don't carry it no more.
we
I
have
pistol whip some
straps,
fool
we have
across next door.
machetes, we have.
You know what I mean? No, it's on the real, my babe. They tell you the story. That guy, what did I tell that guy? And I'm a little guy. I'm not that big, and I wasn't being a tough guy. That's the thing about us. I'm not a tough guy. I don't pretend to be anything that I'm not. And I didn't go around with a chip on my shoulder or nothing. What it was I was in protective mode. I was on my own, living in the streets. So I went into protective mode. I was protecting my life. If anything ever
Oh,
happened,
thank you,
it was
Elsa.
them or me. That's how I see it. But this one guy tried to get crazy with my son. My other son calls me and says the neighbor right here is trying to get crazy. I rush over. I'm in my '88 Cadillac, right? Right? That's also.
Yeah, my baby.
So I rush over to the pad and I find this neighbor and I go off. And then, long story short, yeah, I ended up whipping out the pistol and
He
then
went in his
I
bed.
hit him with it and I threatened him and I did some bullshit, some dumb shit. And
I love my
it was
dog.
that time, that kind of mentality, that lifestyle, was dumb, but it was what it was. But the point to this is that they see G now, or they meet G. Family has met G. My sister-in-law told her. My brother's wife told her how I was
Yeah.
and how crazy changed I am today. How she saw me, and people tell her, that I've really calmed down. I really have
Now I tell him,
changed.
Dad, babe, what did you do?
But it wasn't. It was again not a tough guy. I'm not doing anything out here. I'm not supposed to. I don't gangbang out here because I'm not a gangbanger. Like when I met her, she said I'm not a chola. I'm a gangster. She's the gangster. Me. I was a stoner. I used to have long ass hair. Even friends say, "What happened?" But I got a lot of friends that way. In '85, we were making a stand, like who we were. We were stoners, and then 85, 86, all the way up to about 89, 90. From 90 to 95, the transition started happening. They started locking down these fools, friends started getting busted because then at 12, 13, 14, I was stealing cars. I lost 5 years of my youth to juvenile hall. But before that, we were into stealing cars and doing crazy shit. You know what I mean? So as a stoner, we were doing shit to get money for drugs, to get high, drink, Mickey's, Lowenbrow, weed, acid, and then PCP came, then crack came, and those when the changes started happening. While all the stoners were getting busted, they were cutting their hair off and coming out transitioning. And then the gang started picking them up when gangbanging was real heavy in the 90s and they needed to recruit. They were recruiting stoners. And the ones that changed and transitioned over went in, and the ones that didn't faded out. If you weren't going to join them, then you were against them and they were going to take you out, stoner or not, long hair or not, they didn't care. So that's when the changes started happening for
I
me.
tell him, I'm like, Dad, babe.
So we lived through a crazy time in East LA, you know what I mean? Not everybody gangbanged, but the stilo was there, the style was there.
Yeah.
The families were listening to oldies and drinking. My mom loves oldies, huh, babe?
Yeah.
She wants oldies playing when she tells G play my oldies. She loves them. She dances and cries to them. Remembers my father. But
Yeah, I tell.
but it's not being a gangbanger, or I'm not trying to be a tough guy out here. This is the last place I want to do any of that at 50 years old. Huh, babe? Yeah,
I tell him,
not happening.
Dad, babe, like, you're you're someone like I've always wanted. You're everything I've always wanted in a man. You work, you're not in a gang, you don't sell drugs, and you.
I don't do drugs.
Yeah, he doesn't do drugs, and then he's a man of faith, and I tell him, I'm like, damn, babe, like everything I always wanted in a man. I'm like, and then you look like this, that's the bonus. I tell him that's a bonus. I love tattoos. I love tattoos, and then I love the way he looks, and then I get to buy him, the stuff that how I want him to look and what I want him to wear, and and it works out like the man of my dreams on
Yeah. Gotta go. Okay, we're done.
that. But yeah, he's a really good man.
And it goes both. I mean, I tell you the same thing. You know, I do. I am happy today. Very happy. I give her everything that I could possibly give her, like that can be given. You know what I mean? She says I'm not too affection,
Yeah,
like
he
I'm not of the
does.
affection type, but it's not that I'm not the affection type, but it's just
He just likes to sleep.
yeah. She tries to fuck with me when I'm already asleep, like deep in my sleep too. She'll go over there and babe, and I'm like, "Hey, go sleep, man."
Let me sleep, babe.
Because
I
when
love my
she's
sleep. Let
asleep,
me sleep.
I let her sleep. I tippy toe. I close the door. I let her sleep, and I work. I really work. She could tell you. And now when I'm working, I'm doing all kinds of other crazy shit. So I'm always busy. So when I get home and I want to sleep, that's like my downtime. I want to sleep. But she gets up and she wants to pick at my ears, hug me, kiss me, you know, all kinds of crazy shit, you know? Yeah, babe. And I'm just not like that. Like, no, I want to sleep. So she gets up mad
Yeah.
and walks away. What?
Like when I want
Oh, she
to
does all
hurt.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I'm not that kind, but I am a giving man and I give her everything. Everything I do for her, I tell her. You know, the houses, the cars, the business. I invest in her. You know, it just I take care of her the way a man should, and it's not cliche. I'm not trying to be all that. I'm not.
Charlene,
I'm
we've been
just
together for 2 years.
I'm just a believer in taking care of even a friend, a brother. I will take care of him as long as he takes care of me. If somebody takes care of me, somebody does right for me, I'm there. I'm a type of friend that all you have to do is call me and tell me, hey, I need you. And I don't ask questions. I don't ask why. All right, babe? I did it with Brenda. I did it with many people.
Javier G wants you to give him some tips on your hair. Your hair. He wants,
It's a 5 and a 2.
he
I get a
wants,
5 on top and a 2 on
he
the
wants to
sides.
get that look.
I get a 5 on top and a 2. And then what I do is I dry it with a blow dryer, right?
Back.
I blow dry it. I have to have everywhere I go. I pack the blow dryer, right, babe?
Yeah.
My brush and my products. Suavecito. I use a Suavecito, and then I also use this other one. And on my mustache, I use it's a green can, not green. It's an orange can, and that one's good on my brush right
Yes,
here.
Diana.
But um, you dry it,
Thank
then you put your
Nana.
product, and then while you
Yes,
have it on,
Rosebud,
you
very
blow dry it
affectionate.
and you comb it, blow drying it, comb it down. Then after you comb it and it's dry, you get some more product, and then you apply that on top. And then you go like this, and you put it where you want
And
it.
it stays like that for days.
And,
like
and I
it's
could sleep.
really hard.
I could sleep. It's not that hard.
He wakes up that
But
way.
I wake up like this. I wake up.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow. She says, too, who fucking sleeps? But because I'm tired and I fall asleep. But tonight I'm going to shower to take it off. But I wear a product in my hair and I wear one on my stash. Huh, babe? I have to put one on my stash so it comes down.
Because it goes how, babe?
I wake up like that in the morning and my hair is all fucked up and my mustache is like this. Like that cat.
I tell him,
So,
you look
so
like, I don't know if you guys on
I
Facebook
have to put some
seen that
pomade
cat
on this.
that has, it's really hairy and it has his hair all over. And I tell him, I'm like, you look like that cat, babe, in the mornings. Your hair is, well, not his hair because it's like
But, but
hard.
another thing is this.
It reminds, you know what his hair reminds me of?
You have
Back
to,
in the days when we used to tease our hair, we used to tease it and then put hairspray and tease, and then with the picks pick it up, and then and it was hard. Like no matter if they pulled you from your hair, it come back to the same way because of all that
if I do
hairspray.
no product,
That's
if I
what
do
his
nothing
hair
in
is
my
like
hair,
right now.
if I do nothing in my hair, right? I have to go to a 4 or a 3 on a clip.
Looks like my boy Bombay from Let Him Let Out.
Really? Oh,
He
fuck.
does.
Oh, the one with the chonchi.
Yeah.
Like
That
one. But yeah, with no product, I gotta go from a clip like a 3.
The broches alive for reals.
Yeah, I have to do a 3. But I do a 5. A 5 on top and a 2.
Good credit.
Huh?
For reals, Victoria.
What'd she say?
Cholo with good credit.
And you should see me on that credit shit. I get all fucked up, eh? What are you charging? What are you doing? Why? Remember? And then when the bank fucked up and did that shit to me, I went in there and demanded, I want a letter. I want a letter now. Fix my shit, bitch. Who the fuck taught you? I go, anybody that walks in here that's in escrow, you should already know to send them away. Turn them around, say, hey, go get out of here. Remember? I said, what the fuck? Encourage me. Come on in. Fuck no, get out. Come back in 30 days. Fuck, what's wrong? How was I? They don't teach, they don't train.
And then he tells the girls, I know it's not your fault.
Yeah.
I know it's not your fault. But it's their fault. Who taught you?
Who trained you? They should already have put that in the orientation, like escrow, red alert. Like, fuck, eh? I told them, man. We're paying a bill. We ain't trying to fucking take credit out. And I remember I told,
Yeah.
And then the loan officer was all mad. Mark, what'd you do? I didn't do shit. What did you do? You know?
Yeah.
I go, what do you
He
mean?
called them. Didn't I? No.
We've been in escrow for 6 months, motherfucker. When have I taken a credit card out? 6 months, eh? You told me not to. I paid a bill. Check.
Yeah.
And then I had him write.
Use our credit
I had him
cards
write in the
for-
letter. It is not a credit card. Yeah, they wrote it. It was not a credit card.
It's not a credit
It was a smart loan for
It was
district
a payout,
employees.
yeah.
It was a payout. We paid them, and yeah, it was crazy.
Hi,
man.
Albert. The way you two are with each other made me think you guys are together forever. Well, it seems like forever, huh?
Man.
It seems like forever, but yeah, 2 years too long as yours.
But I told her the other day she was limp. She still limps. Poor thing. She's in a lot of pain, you know.
Poor thing.
Fuck. Yeah. But I said, hey, how come you didn't write this down for me? Like, give me like a credit check. You know what I mean? Like, check your
No,
score.
yeah, he tells me.
I tell her, how come you didn't tell me? Like, what?
Because I tell him I go, I have a lot of medical issues.
Yeah,
And
a lot of them.
he's all like, how come you didn't tell me, babe? I could have done a background check on you. I'm like, what the fuck? A background check on me?
Like that should be in the fucking resume or something, you know? Like
But
all
too
the
late
lists.
now.
No, I know, right?
Too late
But
now.
that's cool. I'll push you around. I push you.
I'll push you. You were pushing me
I
in the
was
in the
pushing her
wheelchair
around.
when we were at the
And
hospital.
I told her I'll buy you a wheelchair. I don't care. I was gonna buy her a
He was gonna
one.
take me to the Kid Frost,
Kid Frost
the walk marathon, or
in
what
a wheelchair.
is it? For the
But I wore her apron instead.
Autistic?
Yeah, no, for
No,
Diabetes.
diabetes.
But I did, and I wore her apron instead. You know, I did the walk with Kid Frost and shit, and I did her apron. Yeah, but I was gonna get her a wheelchair. You know, and I told her I'll wheel you around. I don't care. You know, and you know it's crazy how people do tell us though that we get along real good, and you know we don't fight. We have not fought, and I don't
We
cuss at
have
her.
debates.
We have debates. We debate. We're debaters. Hey. We do though. And tell them when I get frustrated. What's my word?
Oh, love.
Love. Come on, love. Man, love. Are you serious?
That
Really,
right now,
babe?
love.
Come
And
on, love.
you guys
But I
that
don't say bitch.
have
I
been
don't call her names.
with us
I don't.
since day
I
one,
don't. I don't do that
you
shit,
can
no.
see on the video, where he gets air in his back and he's getting cramped up, and he tells me, "Come on, love, this is not the time to be recording right now, love." And I'm a ha 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 ha, and I'm like, recording him still. But then at the end, he starts laughing himself. But yeah,
Yeah.
everything, he gets mad, and I laugh because it's funny. He gets he looks like a old man, like those viejitos renegados like that, and I laugh, I laugh.
Yeah, but no, we don't fight. And for that one who said it seemed like forever, what? And we've only been together 2 years. Yeah.
Zachary Mariposa de Barrio was too funny.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one was hilarious.
But
He didn't know I was recording him.
but the thing to us, this is us. This is us. This is.
That's why I
And
haven't
my
got
advice.
funny videos out there, because now I can't get him now. Like
Yeah.
he's
I sing in the shower and I tell her, but music we can't do, so she's asked out. But I do like Led Zeppelin. I love Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath. You know,
good night,
I know all the
Rosebud.
words when I'm driving home, and she
Have
wants
a
me to
blessed
stay awake.
night. We love you.
Good night, Rosebud. Um,
Junior Torres is asking about nanas.
oh, nanas, we sold her, eh?
We sold her.
But we sold her for two homes, two houses. We got two. However, we have a commercial property that we bought with two houses
We
on
had
it.
to. We needed the money.
We needed the money.
For
We
the
needed
down.
24,000 in 3 days to get this house, to get this property, and it has two houses on it. So it was a no-brainer. You know what I mean? We had to, and I promised G we'll get another one. Her brother has 1947 that he wants to give to us in a payment plan if we, are okay with it and we do this. It'll be a 1947, which he's already done the interior to, and he has it primered, ready for paint. And it's a good car, fucking beautiful. But again, G and I believe this, and this is our advice to you guys. We ain't all that. This channel has not changed us. We don't believe we're any better than nobody. I'm a realist. When we were buying these houses, I told the guy, "Don't get me no loan I can't afford." And when he said 200,000, I was like, "Cool. I know I could find something out there for 150. A fixer upper." That's what I told you. We'll buy a fixer upper, which is exactly what we did. We paid 1,247 a month with insurance and taxes included in our mortgage. Our mortgage was 800 and something. So we could live comfortable.
Hey, Jojo.
We could live comfortable with that. And that's what I tell G. And that's my advice to my children and to anybody out there that I tell is that, and I got this from my Uncle Frankie, my mom's younger brother. He was a good man. He worked for the county. He was a CO, correctional officer at the county jail.
He's selling his 70 truck for a down payment also.
All right. Yeah. Go for it. Do it, brother. And you could always get another car. I know the sentimental values might be there, and they were there for us, but this home is going to build traditions. This home's going to be there for our children and for our family. Sister, brothers, whoever needs a place, they're going to have it here. And I don't think we could have done it in Nanas. It wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Nobody could live in a car, right? I did. Actually, I did. You can sleep
We're
in a
still
car.
gonna get. We're still gonna
you
get
know,
another
but
one.
not like a home. So, and we're still going to get another car. We're definitely getting a bomb. You know, that
I
1947.
know. I was really
Her brother has.
sad to see her go, and I was sad when we had to sell Cafecito. He sold Cafecito to get me nanas for my birthday, and then
Yeah.
we sold nanas
To get the houses.
And
then 2 years, we've accomplished so much. G's opened her business.
It's an emotional.
We have Oh my God, so many stories. So, but then we hate, and it hurts me to say some things sometimes because I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings or take it, or put it across as if we're bragging or we're boasting.
Look, Javier G, he's
You know
17.
what I mean?
He's 17 years old.
Uh huh.
Are you 17 years old? How do I save for a Lolo? He's
Okay,
17 years old. Let me tell you something. You have a whole life ahead of you.
but okay.
Um,
To
don't
say,
quit school
get a
because
job,
you're gonna need
work.
school. You're gonna need to be educated,
Yeah,
very
educated
educated.
for a job, for work, good pay out there. Because nowadays, you know, you
Yeah,
need that. And if not, entrepreneur. If
yeah.
you're in school, do something legit though. Don't do drugs. Don't sell weed. Don't sell crack.
Start
Don't
a
sell
small
drugs.
business. Yeah,
Sell product. Make a brand. Brand yourself. Believe in yourself. This is what I tell my son. This is what my son and I did. Look, 17-year-old. I'm talking to you. My son and I stood in a restroom. He's a professional boxer today, and we stood in a restroom and we sold candy and cigarettes and
condoms.
cologne and condoms and hand cream and tissue paper out of a box that the dishes will be collected in from the restaurant on a table that we made out of a changing table. A baby, you change a baby on it. We stood in a restroom selling shit like that, and he would make $300 to $400 a night, 4 hours, and we did it for weekends after weekends. My son worked as a barback as he trained for boxing. I've been out here since 2000 and I've never stopped working. Okay? Work. But you need education in order to get a good paying job. And if you can't, because you're young, get that education, right? Yet, you will get it. But if you can't get it yet, and I say yet because it's not the time yet, and you're in high school, there's a lot of high schoolers who have jobs, McDonald's, wherever they could get hired, right? And if that doesn't cut it, brand yourself,
Yeah.
do some merchandise. People are supporting young entrepreneurs today. COVID has changed the world. People are out there hustling, and I don't mean hustle like in our days. Our days, when you said hustling, it was drug selling, it was stealing. Don't do that. I'm not promoting that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying work. Educate yourself, brand yourself, work for
Yeah.
yourself while you go to school. G went to school in her older years to get her certifications to run her own business. And while she went to school to pay for that stuff, she sold food. She
Yeah.
cooked and put herself through school selling plates of food. We come from a background of selling drugs.
Yeah.
And we took the street mentality. I did it with my son. I branded him and I encouraged him to go out and work and hustle, but do it legitimately. And he went to school. The program that he was in, he was getting his personal training, but he decided to take a career of professionalism, being a professional boxer, and he did that. And he has focused himself in this all his life. He's 24 years old, a professional boxer working towards a fight. At the same time, he has a scholarship program in the schools, which will be on Monday speaking to 300 plus students. The state of California has given him the okay to. My daughter has graduated from high school with high honors, valedictorian, all in white, went around the world, saw Paris, Italy, Rome. I could go on and on with everywhere she's gone. And in August, she just graduated from college and got her degree in sociology,
Psychology.
psychology. She wants to be a psychiatrist. So she got her degree. She graduated from college. She went to San Diego State. My daughter, 23 years old, with a father like me. So I say, please stay in school, graduate, get a job, work hard. You can get that lowrider. You could build a lowrider. It's a expensive hobby.
Yeah.
Then it becomes an expensive lifestyle because you can't not. This is what I say. I didn't have, and I don't have lowriders. I've had four that I've built, I've sold, okay? But I didn't have lowriders. I am a lowrider. I've lived in my cars. I've worked on my cars. I've driven my cars every single day that I had them. I went to work in them. I went to the market in them. I slept in them. I am a lowrider. That's what I say. So it becomes a lifestyle and an expensive one, but a passion. And with everything in life that becomes a passion, you put all your heart and love and soul into it, you can accomplish anything.
Anything.
Anything. So that's how you do it. Get a job, stay in school, get a job. If not, brand yourself. Make some merch. I'll buy it. Make some socks, make some shirts, make something. Be creative.
And this is what
And I'll put it on the channel and I'll push the shit out of it for you. And we start stacking that paper. Save. Save,
Yeah.
save, save. You know what I mean? And if you're going to invest it in yourself. Believe in yourself. Invest in yourself. I've invested in Gigi's invested in herself. And look at her today at 50 years old. She runs her own business. She has merchandise that are going on a big truck, rocking Chicano, events. The story goes and goes, you know what I mean? But that's my advice to you.
Brand yourself.
17. If you can't go out and get a job right now because you're in school full time, but you got time after school, get a part time. Brand yourself. And get some merch going. And you can do it, man. The internet is a powerful thing. It can hurt you or it can make you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like anything else in life, you can misuse something that's going to hurt you. Don't misuse it. Use it for your advantage. A lot of people are. And that's what I say. And we're here for you. But on a positive note though, you can't come to us for anything illegal or anything wrong or it's not right. It's not gonna happen. But if you have some merch and you say, "Can you guys push it on the channel?" Shit, we'll get your shit out there.
And then you have to learn how to. This is what I tell my grandson. My grandson's 16 years old, and I tell him you have to learn how to sacrifice. And save and save and save. Sacrifice those $200-$300 shoes that you want. Get something cheaper and save and save and save. I tell him he likes to draw. I tell him, you can draw something, scan it, throw it on a shirt, throw it on socks, some shorts, a hoodie or whatever, and start branding yourself,
I don't know how to work that.
No, that's not a touch pen.
Oh.
So now it's there. So you can either go up
right there,
or you can go down.
Where's the 17 at? I don't know.
That's him, Javier G.
Okay, Javier G. Okay, let me read. Okay, I got you. Okay, go ahead.
But yeah, that's the advice that we can give you is, don't quit school. You're gonna need to be very educated if you're gonna brand yourself, or even if you're gonna get a job to, buy yourself a lowrider and build it, because it's expensive. It's really expensive. Once I start seeing all the parts that he was buying for Nanas, and I was like, damn.
Yeah, I was buying some shit, man, and she was tripping out, but my money was going because I love what I do. I love building them, and I love her, and I wanted to surprise her for her birthday, so I got on it. I painted it. I bought paint. I was spraying myself.
That's good, Drunken Chef Barbecue. Congratulations. Look, his side hustle is selling barbecue.
That's right.
And he worked full time at an aerospace company and saved and bought last year. That's good. Congratulations.
All right. That's right. See? That's right.
Yeah.
And the best investment is in yourself. That's right.
Shout out to Hector Escalante. He's in San Francisco, Chihuahua, Mexico. Yes, look, he said the greatest investment you can make is in you, and that is so right. Amen to that.
That's right, eh? Backgrounded.
Yeah, not worth it. Yeah, true, Victoria, it's not worth it, because it's just going to put you in a hole. And it takes years to get out of that hole. Believe me, I know. It takes a lot of years to get it. It's so hard to get back into society after, you've done so many mistakes and bad
Crochet,
choices in life.
crocheting blankets for babies. Hell yeah, they sell. Give us some to sell for you on the channel.
Oh,
Send us some.
yeah.
We have a sister-in-law who does them. She does a bunch. We were gonna ask for a blanket, no, a Green Bay. We wanted a Green Bay
Oh, yeah.
blanket, but
Uh,
the crocheting,
the crochet.
all those talents, all those will come back. We got events that if you're into crocheting and doing some stuff, let us know because we're doing a lot of big car shows, events, and stuff like that. Right? We're doing stuff. We'll bring that stuff back. All the old school, trends. Trends never, really die out. They just get lost for a little bit and then they get found and they come back and people jump on that. Crocheting, hell yeah, that's a talent right there. My
Yeah.
mom used to crochet. My mom did it
And
for
she, like, Mama, she brings me,
uh,
like those shawls. What do they
shawls
call the
with a
shawls?
prayer.
With the prayer, yeah. They
Prayer
come with the
shawls.
prayer. She
Huh.
says that every crochet, it's a prayer. And she brings me, she brings me those. She brings for the baby, for my granddaughter, blankets, for Miss K, for his granddaughter. She brings beanies and blankets and stuff, and really nice. She makes Mickey Mouse. She makes all kinds of stuff, and that's a
She would
really
give
good
them away.
investment. Yeah, because you
Yeah.
can have even a pop up, right? Do a pop up, and then you put them on hangers. And just believe me, there's a lot of people that support small businesses.
Especially that crocheting because it takes
Yeah.
time. You put a lot of effort into it.
Yes.
There's a lot of things you see when we go to shows and stuff. They're buying and reselling, but the handcrafted is being now, uh, uh, how do you say, taken out by the resale of buying shit cheap and then reselling it,
Yeah.
or but that handcraft all coming
Yeah.
back, man. When you see that at a show, you want to just buy because you know the time they put into it. You know what I mean? We were at a show, and this lady told all of us, the only reason I'm buying her stuff is because of what you just said, sir. I told them that she was 17 years old, right? 16, 17. She's our niece.
17.
17. And she handmade these lip glosses. She put time and effort. She went and created these, and this is her brand. And I was selling her lip gloss while she's standing next to me. And the lady stopped and went back to our table, and she bought for her daughters. She bought, and she said, the only reason I'm buying is because of you. What you said, how you sold it.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? All right. Right? And I was
Yeah.
selling
Well,
shit.
my
I was
niece,
selling
she's
makeup.
17. She was 17, and she's really quiet and very timid.
Yeah.
She's very timid, very quiet and timid. And even me, I don't like to even push my product on people. He does it. When we go to a store or restaurant, wherever we're at, and if he sees a woman with lashes or a young girl with lashes,
Or
and
their brows all
Yeah.
fucked up. I don't tell them they're fucked up. I just look
and
at
he's
them.
like, "Oh, what do you wear lashes on a daily?" Like, he already knows what to say. You wear like lashes on a daily, like, where do you get your lashes at? Oh, my wife, she has a lash line, and she has 11 styles, and let me show you, let me give you, and he got my business cards, and he gives them out to, he gives them out. And give her a call and go on the business cards, have the Instagram. The next thing you know, they're in my DMs, telling me the style that they want and to ship them and what type of payment and all that. But yeah, he's the one that sells them. I don't go asking everybody like, "Oh, I got lashes." Like, I don't push my product like that. I'll go and I'll in a pop up, and I'll sit there and I put my mask, my shirt, my blouses, and my lashes and everything. And he's
Jessica
the one.
Jessica loves the lip glosses.
He's
I'm the one, huh, that pushes and
Yeah,
shit?
he's the one that he sees them walk by, and oh, you guys, we have lashes, and my wife has a lash line. She does eyebrows, and he sells me. He's the one that's offering, my services and stuff. And me, I'm there, and if they ask me, yeah, I'll tell them, but I don't like push it like that. I'm not good at that.
I used to sell water. I used to sell water on a booth. From water's free for Sparklet 6 years, and I learned it in Spanish. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
He's a good
Yeah,
salesman.
they used to come up to me. One time I told this fool on the boat, "Hey, fool, they're speaking Spanish," and he's like, "What? Sell it? Tell him." I go, "I don't know Spanish." He goes, "You don't know Spanish?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, just fuck it. Say
Yeah.
sí. Say sí." And I go, "Sí." He goes, "Say sí. You could say sí 5, 6 different ways, and it'll mean something." I go, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah. Say sí or sí, and they'll just keep going and then sign them up, bro." I was like, fucking dude, like he didn't really want to help me. Well, I learned Spanish after that. I was saying C, 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 and then I gave away a bunch of water. Can they see it?
Yeah, right there. Turn it around. Yeah.
Okay.
But you guys can, I'm on Instagram at Marvelous 3D Brows and Lashes, and it's on the card. Yeah, it's on the card. And then Facebook, Gina Lerma. You're welcome. Thank you, Diana. And on Facebook, Gina Lerma. But I do it more through Instagram because um, they're able to see, yeah, every style.
Taurus,
You know,
Green Bay, my barbecue with my Green Bay
I
apron.
I'm mostly like my own model. Like every time I come out with a lash, so you'll see all the pictures of me wearing every style of the lash.
Junior, who you like? Junior, who you follow? Who's
And
your
then
team?
when my clients, buy lashes, they send me pictures of when they put the lashes on, and then I put them on
Grump,
my
Gr-
business page.
Grumpy's asking where you get your business cards at. She had a better one. I like the other one with her picture. I have that one. But that one was nice. Had her picture. It was a good card. And then she went online and got these ones real quick.
I
Because we were
got
going to
these.
do a show, and people were always hitting her up for a card, and she didn't have them
I
anymore.
got these at
So she got these somewhere else.
Vistaprint. You go in and it lets you create your own business card. And like this, I already have it. This the lashes and the microblading brows. I already have it on the shirt. That same one. So I added that picture into, and it gives you the options to do whatever. It's through the app. So go to Vistaprint. It's Vistaprint. We met this new
Los Raiders, all of that.
person,
My family's,
and
my nephew's a Raider fan.
in Coachella, and a
Yeah, I
new
got
print
Raider
guy.
fans in
So
the
I'm gonna
fam.
go and check him out. We're waiting for Louis. Louis's not on here, but we're waiting for Louis because he also does printing. He said, so I'm waiting for him to email me. I know, Victoria, you're another testimony.
Yeah, we got to get Victoria. You know what? I think we're gonna do some guests. When we get the beauty room up and going and we stage something real nice, we're gonna get some guests. We're gonna do some guests on the channel to talk their stories too. Cause there's Victoria, there's Yeska. They got some stories, eh?
Oh, thank you, Patty Vizcara. Thank you. Well, this person, um, what was his name? Oh, my phone's up there. He's always tagging me, and his stuff is really good. What is his name, babe? The guy where in Coachella. We have Our Lady. She's from what? DC Promotions?
Yes.
DC Promotions, and she's, does merch and stuff like that. But this guy too, because I want to get, because our print lady, she doesn't do the shades, and then I need the table, the tablecloth, with my logo, and then the shade, and then the back drape with my logo. So that's why we're gonna go and check this guy out,
Yeah.
right? For that one,
Yeah,
because
we're doing the whole nine.
yeah,
the,
because
the
she
top of the
doesn't.
canopy, the back, there's a stand where you put up the back where people can take pictures in
The
front of
back
it.
drape, and then
Yeah,
also
we're doing it all. We're
the
gonna do it all.
promotion, the promotional banners,
Yeah.
like the banners that they have.
The flags, the
Yeah.
banner, big waving flag.
Yeah,
thing.
those. So we
We're
are gonna
doing
do
those.
those too. So that's why we're gonna meet with this guy. He has a shop in Coachella, so we have to meet with him for that, because we're gonna be doing the shows with Rocky Chicano, and then they are always calling him for when um they have like vending, food, clothes, lashes, everything, and then they have their setups, and it's nice to go. We've been in a few of them, huh?
Yeah.
We've been, and we support each other, and it goes back to
They do them at our
what's his name, the the 17-year-old.
They do them at
Javier G.
Javier G.
And it goes back to you, because see, there's like very young couple,
Yeah.
and I don't even think that they're like in their mid-20s. They're like in their early 20s, and maybe even younger, and they started a business just making the chamoy for chavelas, or making the chamoy for like the virgin chavelas, and they just, or for fruits and stuff, and they do really good. They have their little setup. They do parties. They got their little business card. They make the dips. The dip where you dip the cup and stuff, and they're really good. They have watermelon, mango, and then just the regular chamoy. And they're really young, and they're already out there.
Mm-hmm.
We did the Arte de Barrio in Coachella too. Also, a lot of young, small businesses. Like young girls are just making soap, lotions. They're just making all kinds of stuff, necklaces, earrings. Like they're just making a lot of stuff, and
But know this, Javier, and anybody out there listening, parents, you know what I mean? We will never, ever give you bad advice, okay? And our advice may not be right to some. We understand that. We're not trying to be right. And we're never going to say, ever, you'll hear me say, quit school.
Yeah.
Don't go to school. Be an entrepreneur. Put all your eggs in one basket. It ain't going to happen. You need education.
Yeah.
You need it. Okay? You need to know what you're doing.
Very important.
Even to push yourself out there, you need to know business. I tell my son all the time. So education is number one.
Hey, Cholo Trucker.
Finish school.
Yeah.
But if you're going to entrepreneur, you're going to be out there hustling, right? Grinding for yourself. Make it legit. Don't do anything illegal. We've been there. It don't get you nowhere.
Yeah.
And
it's gonna put you in a hole. And
push hard. You're not gonna get rich
really
overnight.
It's
not gonna happen overnight. Even the Jenny 69, you know what I mean? She's been hustling and pushing herself, and Gina's a big fan. G loves her for her hustle.
Wait, for her hustle. Yeah.
Right. Not because she
can't
sing, whatever.
She says herself.
We all gonna have an opinion on her. We all got it, but we're not hating on her.
No.
This is a girl who has pushed herself for 10 years on YouTube and other places before she did this dropping of a song or whatever you want to call it. But she was smart enough to do it, and she's doing it, and she's getting paid overnight, right? A success, and it could be a one-hit wonder. Who cares? Who knows? Whatever. The point to all this is that you got to believe in yourself. and you got to go for it. You got to take that risk. You got to step over that line. But don't ever get it wrong with us that we're encouraging you to go out and spend whatever little money you have and all your money you have and quit everything else you have and all of that. It ain't happening. 17 years old, you should stay in school and be in school. You should finish and graduate. But at the same time, you can, at that age, start branding yourself. And when you hit 18, then you can work legally with a full time, because I don't think 16 and 17s in school get full time. They're part timers. But anyways, you graduate, you get a full time, and then you put half that money into yourself, and the other half you pay your bills, or you live at mom's. You contribute. You pay your way, whatever it is, a bill, one bill, maybe the light, the water, whatever. But you learn to contribute to where you're at, because that's going to be for the rest of your life. So if you contribute at home while you're there, and don't be selfish and think of just you and tell moms or dad, you know what I mean? Yeah, I got to get myself together, whatever, you know what I mean? I got to do this and do that. No, you shoot them a little something, right? You pay your gas to drive your car if you're driving, you know what I mean? And you learn that end of it, because when you leave mom's and you get in the real world, you're going to have to pay rent wherever you're at. You're going to have to feed yourself. I lived in a gym for 2 years. I was homeless. I kept my job. I've been there 11 years because I had to eat. I didn't have a washer and dryer, so I didn't wash clothes. I bought clothes. I got bags of clothes still that I got to get rid of at the gym, because I didn't buy. I wash. I bought. I needed to dress myself and look brand new, so nobody knew I was homeless. And that's the way I've always been, right, G? I had to eat. I ate Chinese food 3 days in a row. I'd buy Chinese food. A lot of things I did, but I kept my job because I had to pay my way. And that's the main or the most important thing in life that you can learn, is to pay your way. Don't freeload and take advantage of anybody. Make it on your own. Do it for yourself, you know what I mean? And if moms and dads are supportive of you, and you could shoot them a bill, something, I'm sure they're going to support you on that.
Yeah.
And take care of you too, as parents should. But kids got to give back too. It's not a one-way street. It's a two-way street. But that's my advice. And like I said, to parents out there, adults, and even you 17-year-olds listening, I'm never going to tell you to quit something and go off and do just this. Nah, it's entrepreneuring is a hard job. It's really hard. It's harder than the clock in everyday job, because this one you got to invest time, effort, and love, passion, money. There's a lot that goes into it.
Dedication.
And dedication.
Dedication.
Yeah. And it's not going to happen overnight. That was the point. It's going to take some time. But don't give up. Don't quit. Keep going. You want that low rider, you're going to get that low rider. And may not be that showcase, that first. And I got a first place. I had a first place winner. I had the plaque at a show, and a big show, Viejitos Car Club. They award good looking cars. They know cars. They're no joke. And I got a first place plaque for one of my cars. So again, it's a lot of time and investment.
Yeah.
But you can do it. We all can do it. We all are capable. At 50 years old, we're accomplishing stuff that we didn't accomplish in our years before. There's 23-year-olds accomplishing shit that I didn't accomplish at 23. And 30-year-olds that are homeowners and all these other things they're doing today. There's youngsters younger than me that are in the 50,000 a year range, 60,000, making it, handling it.
Yeah.
And we're 50 years old and we're just getting our shit not together, because we've had it. I've had a home. I've had good shit, but then I lost it all overnight. My whole life was turned upside down. I was homeless with zero, nothing. And 2 years later, well, I'd say 6, because I was homeless 2 years, living in my car a year. That's 3 years. And then a year after that, I was picking myself up and I met G. And 2 years with G, here we are. We're homeowners again. One day going to be landlords, because we have a house we can rent. Business owners, right? We're all these things now. I'm in commercials. I'm doing commercials. I'm doing music videos. I'm doing clothing
Yeah,
line.
you guys go check him out at
I've been in 3 music videos
yeah.
with 3 different artists, and I've been in commercials, 2 commercials, clothing commercial and a food commercial.
Yeah.
They're calling me to use me and my look for these commercials. Yeah, and a scholarship program in the school districts. And there's just a bunch of stuff we're doing at 50.
Yeah, but you guys
So
go check him out.
it's never over.
He's on the video with Ottawa Productions, and it's called Lift 'em Up. It's LIFT Lift, and then EM,
Lift
and then
them
up,
up,
lift
them
them up. Yeah,
And then there's cartoon.
and then there's cartoon,
And then there's hypnotic, 2 videos for
and
hypnotic.
cartoon it's El Mexicano. The song is called Mexicano.
El Mexicano.
No, it's just
Oh,
Mexicano.
Mexicano.
Yeah, just Mexicano. He's also in that
Hood,
video.
Hood figures.
Yeah, cartoon hood figures, and then he's in Hypnotic.
I'm in hypnotic.
Go check out Hypnotic. He has a song
Today.
called My Chula with MC Magic, and he's also in 2 videos with him.
I'm in 2 videos.
2 videos with him.
And then what else? The commercial, the Hood Wings commercial that we just did, I was called out for, and then the Rocky Chicano clothing line. He did his clothing line, and I was in there with the Sarape.
Hi,
jacket.
Gloria.
So yeah, those are our advice. My advice to you, 17 Javier, is yeah, don't quit school though. Keep school going, man. Even after school, keep going. You know what I mean? I wish I would have continued. I'm gonna be going back. So when you start talking to me some more, stay in touch, stay on the channel. You're gonna hear of me going to school for my degrees. I'm gonna get my counseling.
Hi, Tony Chavez. The largest size in the Sarape jackets, I believe it's 3X. It's 3X. You guys go to www.rockingchicano, rocking without the G, chicano.com, and you see all the colors. He's got like 2 new colors, right?
We're gonna have him. He's gonna work with me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna Rocking Chicano's gonna be with me on Monday. We're gonna be together at the junior high speaking all day, and then I'm gonna probably, if I don't follow him home, to pick up some stuff, I'm gonna call him on Sunday and have him bring some jackets out and leave them with me. But we're gonna work on a wholesale. He's gonna do wholesale on the jackets with us, so we'll have them to sell at the same price he sells them for on his website. We're not gonna make any more. So whatever is out there on the website,
I'll ask him because he has people that makes them for him because nobody's.
It's his. He patented it. It's his design.
Yeah, it's his design. So he has people, that makes it for him. And but I'll ask him, what size were you looking for, or what size did you want? I can ask him and see if he can cut, because I know he custom makes a lot of stuff, right? On the sarapes for the lowriders and stuff. He
Good advice, Mark.
He custom makes them a lot. For a 5, okay. I'll ask him, or Marco ask him, and so
LA
that
Dodger Blue, thank you.
black and gray.
Yeah, black and gray. I got one that's bad. I wore it the other day. But yeah, thank you on that advice. I try to give the advice I give is the advice I'd give my son. You know what I mean? I won't give my son any bad advice, man. I love him to death. Both my boys, my daughter too. It's just as a parent, we have our issues, with our children. There's 3, so I go through something different with all of them. But I'd give them all the same advice if it came to me. If they did sit down and ask me, Dad, what do you think? I tell them, I would do. I'm a realist. I told you this before. I don't buy outside my means. I don't put the carriage before the horse. The horse goes before the carriage. That's how I live. What can I afford? What's reasonable?
That's right, Victoria. So proud of your son. So proud of your boy.
My son is.
He's been working since he was 19, and he's
That's
21
right.
now.
That's right. UPS ain't no joke. That's a hard job. That's a hustle. You got to be working. You know what I mean? Fuck yeah. He pays a lot of bills because he didn't have to work.
No, go ahead. Hey, you guys already know that our channel is to support, all businesses. So no, just don't. It's no disrespect to us. You guys
What's
go
that?
ahead. He wants Grumpy's detailing, but yeah, go ahead and put your info.
Yeah, put your
Grumpy,
Grumpy.
put your
Promote, promote,
info.
promote.
Yeah,
Put your stuff
of
out there.
course.
Anybody out there that wants
And
to
then,
promote,
and he's in the
please
Coachella
promote.
Valley. Like we need it too.
Yeah. Come
So
and
give
detail
us.
our shit. Come and detail our car. We'll videotape you. We'll videotape you, eh? And we'll put you out
Come
there.
and give us a
But
a, a quote in our card too.
but yeah, promote your guys.
Yeah.
Anybody out there that has a small business or doing or
Promote.
a
Yes.
hustle, put your hustle on the channel. And everybody out there share it. And
Yeah.
we'll share it.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
We always promote.
Yeah. That's
We
what it's
always
all
promote
about, man.
small businesses.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Support, 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 man.
We have to support each other.
That's cool of you guys.
But yeah, go ahead and put your Instagram.
All right, send your Instagram, Grumpy. So Tony's asking already. Yeah, put it up there, brother. That's right. That's right. The scholarship program. I'm always gonna go back to it because it's 6 years in the making, and we're doing this. But I gave Rocky Chicano a call, Ora Ware, a few other people that I've reached out to bring them aboard, to give them, and I didn't have to. I don't have to. I could take it alone. I could do this by myself. I've done this by myself, right? But I want to share it, and I want to share it with people who I have been inspired by. A little bit of this and a little bit of that I've gotten from a few people, and I'm gonna share it because it was a gift to me from day one. Even being I'm gonna go as far back as being a father. That's it's a gift from.
No, have we ever been to the Indio Food Park? No, where's that at? The Indio Food Park.
That's the one on Jackson that I tell you. I think the one on the corner. They mentioned it before, babe. Is it on Jackson and Civil? I think it's Civil right here on Jackson, North Indio, right? It's right there at that lot.
Oh,
We live right here.
yeah.
We come over the bridge. You see it. You see the truck. You see people eating. You don't know where. You don't know where I'm talking about? Where do you see the truck at? Just you tell me, love. When we go over the bridge and coming home, where's that truck at and food and people eating at it?
At the church?
What church? You're right here on Jackson. We live right here on Jackson.
Yeah.
And we're going towards the freeway
Yeah.
on Jackson. Where is that black truck at? Where are people always lined up eating?
Yeah.
It's not a church.
What is it? It's not a park.
You're looking for a park? Love?
Did he say a park?
That's what they're calling it.
Oh.
Where is that empty lot? Where do we go
Yeah,
get your
it's
tags?
an empty lot. Yes.
It's
Yeah,
a nightclub.
yeah,
Did I
yeah.
tell you not? The nightclub, babe?
Yeah.
Why do you
Yeah.
act like you're brand new?
No, I just didn't know.
That's what I think they're calling it, but it's always right there.
Yeah, it's an empty lot. Yeah. Now I know. I know where you're talking about. Oh, he said that's a different one, Mark. Right next to the Yellow Mart. He says it's right next to Yellow Mart.
The little park then. The one right there by
Where there's
Big
the
One.
yeah, where there's that
Little
little
gazebo.
yeah.
The little white
Is
one.
that it? Yes, God, she's gonna remember later.
Yeah, fish oil. I tell her, eh? I tell her,
For real.
fish oil. But yeah, we
Behind
always
the
see these
brown
trucks,
jug
eh?
on Indio Boulevard. Okay.
But you know what? We got friends. The ones we just did the hood wings.
Yeah.
The
Oh my
hood
God,
wings.
they're so good.
They're okay. Check this
The
out.
mom makes the sauces like from scratch. They make chipotle. They make
Yeah,
like 6 different sauces the mom makes, and then they deep fried the wings, and then
Mm-hmm.
they, you know,
Batter
toss
them
them,
up in the
yeah, in
sauce.
the sauce, and they're really, really good.
But check this out. Those guys, right? Hoodwings. They're in collaboration with some big movie stars like George Lopez. You know what I mean? The comedian. Everybody knows George Lopez, right? And other ones that they have sat down at the table with, and they have their blueprints. I've seen it all. I'm not just saying it. It ain't me doing it. It's them doing it. But they have called me because I met them at a video shoot. And from the video shoot that I was in, a music video with Hypnotic, they fed the whole crew. And then they got to talking to me, and we just hit it off. They ended up calling me for their video, not video, commercial shoot, their commercial, right? For their food and for their what they're doing. So we show up, and they've been calling me back. And the whole thing about this is that when you're a giving person like I am, and I've offered them to be a part of the scholarship program as vendors because of what they're doing for all the vendors
Hi, Adriana.
throughout LA area, Riverside areas, all throughout Southern California. They are standing up for the vendors, and they are building something I can't talk on, but they're building something for them that is huge. And we've already sat and talked about things and how we're going to collaborate. So they're going to be coming out here,
Oh, thank
and they're
you.
going to be supporting and helping our vendors that are here now in the Coachella Valley. So we're probably going to be working at that food park place or having some ties in to all the vending
Hmm.
that's going on right now.
I get it done at Hidden Gem in Palm Desert
So yeah,
with
um,
Mary Flores. She's really, really good. She does really, really good. But she's in Palm Desert, and her beauty salon's called Hidden Gem in Palm Desert. She's on Facebook, Mary Flores, and then she's on Instagram also. She does she does really, really good. She's fixed my hair throughout the 2 years. It was already orange.
oh yeah, she did real good this time.
She charges,
All
well,
the time.
for a partial, because I just got a partial. She charged 145. But yeah, she does really good. She check her out on. Thank you. I love it. I love how, well, because my ganas were already showing and it was all black on top, um but yeah, check her out on Instagram. If you just type in Hidden Gem,
Yeah,
she'll come
Tony,
out.
the brown jug. That's the store. That's the store you go. Oh, that's a liquor store. I never knew it was there.
Oh yeah, that one.
That one, the brown jug.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But give. Well, you should give them the ladies info if they're out here, because they're not gonna make it out here, or will they?
What? Mark, is that Chanatito Black? Who are you talking about?
Who? Where?
I don't know.
Show me the. Oh,
You know what, I've been wanting to try that from Little Caesars. That, what is it called? Calzone. Oh, coffee. Oh no, he's not drinking coffee. He's drinking
my father-in-law used to call
Kool-Aid.
it chanate,
Yeah, my dad too.
chanate. But
He used
no,
to call it
it's
chanate.
Kool-Aid, old school Kool-Aid, the little pack, and you add the sugar. That's what we got. We got old school stuff over here.
Yeah.
But this is a mug my mom got me.
Yeah, my
But
dad
somebody
used to
told me
call
get
it too.
told me to get a straw because every time I drink, I get it all wet, so I gotta fucking clean it.
And then it goes how they?
I got product in it. I wear. I got some good stuff though. It brings
You know
it
what?
down.
I love Little Caesars too. Pizzas, bread, cheese, and tomato sauce. I like Little Caesars.
You know, tonight we had Pizza Hut. Her son came by to visit,
Yeah,
and he brought Pizza Hut.
my
And
baby
oh man,
came.
I went in the room to sneak so I could just
That's why I was all
and
emotional when I
savor it.
got on
Like
when
I
we
was,
got on the channel
it's good, buttered.
because I saw him leave. So as he's, he tells me, "Mom, I'm warming up the car," and he was warming up the car, and I started praying outside, so that he had a safe travel. He was going back to LA, so I was praying, and I was like, "Oh my God, like take care of him." And so he had just left when we got, and then I dropped off my grandson because he came to. My grandson caught the bus from school here, and they met here, and then we had dinner and stuff. So I was like, oh, he's leaving already. So I was all emotional.
So not the same thing.
I need me some carne asada. Is this live? Yes, we're live right now, and it's already going on 3 hours. We always do this, you guys.
Who's that? Santa Rivera.
Santa Rivera, yeah, we're live. I know we haven't been.
Yeah, she does extensions.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I do lash extensions.
Where's the barbecue at, Adrian?
You're getting your counseling degree. Yes, he's going to get his counseling degree. He's working. Well,
Yeah.
he's gonna have to because he's going to be he's gonna be in charge of the adaptive sports program with DRD. So he has to get his counseling degree because he's gonna work with special ed kids. So
Yeah.
he has to get it. Yes.
And now the principal over at the
Shout out to Oxnard. I used to live in Oxnard.
the principal at the school district that I'll be speaking at. The principal asked me to go once a month after the speaking on Monday and speak to a group of kids that she'll put together once a month.
It's been nice, huh? The weather's been nice here.
Yeah.
Like I turned off the AC a week ago already, and it's been really nice.
It's cold in the morning.
Yeah,
it's getting cold in the morning.
It's like a crispy cold.
Yeah.
In the morning, yeah.
And when it snows out here, all the mountain ranges, we're in a hole, so all the circle around us of mountains get snow. It gets really cold because the wind comes in cold. Yeah.
Yeah. So, we put a comforter around the dog's cage because
it was cold the other night.
It was really cold the other night. And I was like, oh.
Yeah,
so I got one of my comforters and I put it on him. I was bringing the chips. I'll bring the chips and the salsa and the cream cheese dip.
We should have a barbecue though for everybody.
I know Oxnard is really cold. Over there, it's really cold when it's.
We were up in Oxnard. Shout out to Oxnard.
This type of.
I quit smoking weed up in Oxnard.
Year.
I had a story I'll tell you guys real quick. Up in Oxnard, my son went to an Adidas tournament, and he was 17 at the time, and we thought we were going to fight in the 17-18, but because of his birthday, they bumped him up to the 18, and in the 18 class, you could fight 18 through 40. It don't matter. Anywhere from 18 through 40. Where in the amateurs, if you're 15, 13, whatever age, you only fight one age older than you. So it's 13, 14s. And then it's 14 going into 15, 15. Then 16, 17.
Oh, thank you,
then
Jessica.
there's the 17,
God bless
18.
You and your family.
But then they put him up in Oxnard. They put him in the 18 through 40. And I told him, Charlie, now we ain't fighting. You're not ready for these men. And he's like, you don't believe me, Dad? You don't believe in me, Dad? Long story short, we made a bet in the jacuzzi at the hotel room. And this was a week tournament. He said, I'm going to win. I'm going to fight tomorrow and I'm going to win. And if I win, you stop smoking weed. And I looked at him. He's 24 years old.
I like this story.
He's 24 years old. Professional boxer now. But he was an amateur, fighting in the men's division for the first time. He's never fought in the men's division. And I said, you're crazy. And he goes, yeah, Dad, I bet you. He put his hand out. And I said, fuck, easy money, right? Not that I didn't believe in him. I believe in him. But I'm a realist. Remember that. And we hadn't trained for the men. We hadn't been in that. That's a different ball game. So I said, okay. I bet him. The next day, I was crying like a baby in the staircase. He won. Stop that dude. He fought a 24-year-old, 17 years old. He won. Not only did he win that tournament, he got picked up by Adidas for a sponsorship, full on. And I went to the showcase for his uniforms. He was sponsored by Adidas. But that night we went back to the hotel. He could eat because of the weigh-ins. He has to diet.
We were before Adriana, but we changed it a little bit just because I've been going through some things. So, but we're trying to get back, right, babe, to
what?
Friday night live. She's asking if we go live every.
In the
Friday.
hotel room, he's in the elevator and he's going up to the room. And they're gonna buy pizza. He's celebrating. And I said, nah, I'm cool. I'm gonna walk up. I'll be up there right now. And he's like, what? Come on, Dad. I said, nah, go up. Go enjoy it.
I do.
So I went up in through the staircase and I called my sister.
Santa Rivera.
I was
Sometimes
crying.
I do miss Oxnard.
I was crying.
Beautiful
and she
weather
said,
out there.
what are you crying for? Why are you crying? He won. We saw it. It was streamed live through the internet. And I said, I can't smoke weed anymore. And she goes, are you fucking kidding me? Are you serious? You're telling me? And I'm crying. She goes, that's not a bad thing.
What's a mukbang?
That's a blessing. I said, wow, okay. And it was. Because I stopped for a year. And when I got up to the room.
What's a mukbang? I don't know what that is.
When I got up to the room, he said, I won, huh? I won the bet. You're going to stop? I go, yeah. And he goes, good. Because I want you in my corner now. I want you to train me. Since that day, I've been with them every day in the ring, in the gym. Yeah. 24 years old. And I stopped for a year. Okay? And the next year he said I could smoke weed again. And I go, why? He goes, because you need it. You're grumpy. You're this, you're that. A year later after that. So I did. I did for a couple of years. But when I got the gym given to me and the old man died and left me the gym and I put it in my name and I got everything done and everything's legit, right? I just quit. I said, no more. I can't do it. I haven't smoked weed in 6 years. I haven't drank beer.
Eating food.
I haven't drank beer in 22 years. No beer, no alcohol, no weed in 6. No drugs in 28 years. I have not done a drug, period. Nothing. Been sober. That's right. But Oxnard was a test. Oxnard was something for me I'll never forget. The way he looked at me and asked me. And I did it. Yeah, Oxnard. I'll never forget that though. So, that was my Oxnard story.
Forget those chapa. She wants to go to Rincon Norteño and buy enchiladas, tamales, and burritos and taquitos and eat it while we're on a live and do a video. And don't forget to bring the horchata.
Adriana?
Yeah.
She's out here?
Yeah, I guess she's out here.
She's out here, yeah. Let's do it.
Grumpy's out here and...
I keep switching glasses because these are my bifocals and I gotta read, right? And these ones are my polarized, right? Here? So these polarized ones help me with the light a little bit better because these are lighter and these are for like inside my driving. I wear these at night to drive. But these are a little darker, so the light, my eyes get watery, they get teary. They feel like they burn. I need drops in them. And these help me with the light.
Tony Chavez is
And
out
he's helping me
here.
to read because I got my bifocal right
Grumpy
here.
Town is out here, and Adriana's out here in the Coachella Valley.
If you become Christian,
Yeah.
what does it say? Oh, it says, something like that's nice. Story, Mark. Thank you for sharing.
Mark, if you become Christian, you'd have
She
a
just
long
tuned it. She
testimony.
just tuning in, huh?
Yes.
Oh, you haven't heard it. Oh man, you should
Yeah.
go back to some videos of ours in the beginning, our beginning videos. Backtrack after you get off of this live, and check out some of our videos. You'll hear a lot more stories. You'll hear when they
We're
walk.
going to bed after this live.
Yeah, you'll hear about walking. Oh my God, you'll hear
And
some good
Oso's
stories, huh?
doing good. He's snoring right now. He's
Actually,
asleep.
I'm hungry. I want to go get something to eat. We were gonna get something to eat on the way in, but we didn't.
For Halloween, Adriana, I'm gonna paint him like the dead presidents, and then I'm gonna paint my face as the Dia de los Muertos, and we're gonna sit outside and give candy to the kids.
Yeah.
I've been long for a while from y'all live videos.
Have you guys Bob's Kitchen? Yep, Bob's Kitchen. I used to eat there before. I used to go there before. I stopped. Bob's Kitchen, yeah.
Oh,
In
it's
North-
on Jackson. Yeah.
Mhm.
I've never ate there,
How about Burger Box?
but yeah,
That's an old
I've-
one too. Burger
I've-
Box. They have good fries. I like burger. It's old school, old style, kind of like a home barbecue
I
style
know.
burger.
You know what? I do record when I did one and I record myself, but I was like, I cussed a little, so I couldn't put it because then we get fined because sometimes kids watch these videos, even though I put it not for kids. Yeah, so it's like a 42, what, babe? What did it say? 42,000 fine or something like that for. So, and sometimes I like, and it's not like big cussing, because I've stopped that a lot, but yeah, it slips out, so I won't post it. Mama's good. She's doing really, really good.
Yeah, mom's is doing good. She got the results back from a cancer. The cancer is shrunk. It shrunk.
I've never ate there at Bob's Kitchen, but yeah. Oh, I love carne asada fries. I'm gonna have to try them. Burger Bob.
That's on the boulevard.
Yeah, the Burger Box. Yeah, I've had the hamburgers there.
They do the
That's
mustard and the pickles inside. It's like an old school barbecue, I think. Home barbecue pickle cheeseburger.
Your house seems so peaceful. It is. It's just me and him and the dog outside.
It's just us, eh? And Also's getting big too. Yeah, it's just us.
Philosopher said, if you guys ever come to Chicano Park, I'd like to meet you. Eat some tacos. Where's Chicano Park at?
That's in San Diego.
Is it San Diego?
Chicano Park? Yeah, no. San Diego. Look at also.
Oh, that's the one that Hypnotic said that they were gonna do I think there was like food vendors or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had like an event, right? Not too long ago, like about 2-3 weeks ago. Yeah, San Diego.
He loves my granddaughter. Look at that.
He's my baby. He's such a good dog. Where I've been wanting to take Mark since before we got together when we were friends, to I Salud. My daughter and my son-in-law took me there one time, and I love that place. The music, the vibe, the food, like just everything it's really nice there. And I've been wanting to take him, and then I haven't. And he did a video shoot at Oceanside, the beach.
I was
But
in the
that it's
video.
still 40 minutes away from there. But
Yeah.
I've been wanting to go there for a long time.
Yeah, we were by the pier, something pier, huh? We were by a pier in Oceanside, and it was real nice. We had some good menudo. We ate.
No, he's not mean at all. He's a very loving dog. He's playful. Um, he doesn't even fight other dogs.
Yeah, we have a video of him at the park
Yeah,
with
check
other
out
dogs.
the last live before this one. We were at the doggy park and my
You'll
dog
see
was
him.
under the
He's
he
under a
was under
table,
the
eh?
table the whole time.
Fucking
He saw
Rottweiler.
the
I told him, eh? Huh?
yeah. He's like, at least act like a
I go,
rock.
act like a Rottweiler, fool. You have a spike collar. I have a fucking big ass spike collar on him.
Oh,
like
is
this
it? That's
big.
where it's at
I was like, fool, act like one.
in Barrio Logan, no, or something like
You're
that.
embarrassing me. Yeah, in Barrio Logan. Yeah.
Yeah,
We want to go. We've never been
yeah. I've been there, but
I haven't.
I've been wanting to take him to eat there. Oh my God, their tacos de papa are bomb. Yes, he was. He was with Mark most of the time, and then he'd go in between his legs and he'd
there.
sit
It was
right
under
there.
my legs, and I'm like, fool, you're embarrassing me. Look at me, and look at you. And you're a Rottweiler with a spike collar on.
He's
Fuck,
he's
eh?
a mama's boy.
And he's right there like, I'm like, fucking dude. I even walked the park. I said, come on. And I walked the whole park, and he followed me and next to me like that, like fuck.
He's a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah,
he didn't wanna play with the other
He's
dogs.
only 6 months, but he's like a full size dog. People were tripping out. They're like 6 months. I go
Because
6
he's big.
months.
He's like a giant
He's
dog.
already big. His dad was big. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, he's fucking huge for 6 months. And he has that mahogany red look and the dark look, so he doesn't look like I don't know. He looks bad though. We got a good pick of the litter. Eh? I mean, we have a good dog. Temperament wise,
Yeah.
awesome. He's good. Eh? I had killer dogs. I had dogs, a Rottweiler and a Blue Nose. They literally kill dogs. Four of them.
I've had 4
Rip 'em
brods
up.
in my life,
and
and they've all been mean.
yeah.
Like, they've all been mean. He's the only one that's been mellow and calm and
With people that
Yeah.
come, everything. Dogs. This fool was laying down with the cat earlier. We fucking caught him.
Yeah.
We pulled in the driveway, and the cat looked at us, and he looked at us all stupid, like, fuck, I'm busted. And I get off the
he
ground,
was chilling with the cat, babe. There's something wrong with him.
and I'm like, what the
chilling
fuck,
with the
dude?
cat.
And the cat gets up, pissed off, looks at him, and walks away like, fucking asshole, you didn't tell me they were coming home. And he left, and then he feeds them. He feeds the fucking cats, and I tell him, what the fuck? You really? This is $70 bag food, dog food, and I buy some extra protein, fat that you buy for like $30 a
Right,
bottle,
Victoria?
and you pour it in the food so
I
you
know,
give them extra
right?
fat. This fool's feeding everybody. And then he had another dog in the yard. The neighbor thought we bought. She goes, I thought you guys only wanted Rottweilers. I go, yeah, we do.
There was
buy.
a German Shepherd in your
Yeah.
yard.
There was a German Shepherd in your yard. I said, what? She goes, yeah, I thought you had another dog. I go, what do you mean? Yeah, they were playing, and then he took off and he jumped off to the side, and I go, really? So I put a fucking tree right there in the corner. He ain't coming back. And I tied up the fence and I fixed it and everything. And yeah, the other day we found them in the back, the German Shepherd.
They were trying to get
in the alley, trying to get in. And another lady next door, another neighbor says, yeah, that dog's...
He's been trying to get out. He's been trying to get in for a minute now.
And this fool was helping him get in, moving whatever I put there and shit. You could see on our side all the scratches. Like,
Yeah.
this fool was trying to help him get in. And I'm like, fucking...
It's his little friend, babe. His little friend. He wanted to come and play. He wanted a play date.
Play date. Take him to the park and he hides under a table. Fuck.
Yeah, he's like, oh, that movie, the dogs, when the owners leave and then they have a party. That's exactly what he had. He had a party going on here. He has the cats and then other
And then
dogs.
he has that
like him.
stupid look on him like, oh, what? You know? And I'm like, fool. You know what I mean? And
Well, that's a rebellious teenager. You know,
he
like,
fucks everything up. When he gets pissed off, all my shit's fucking chewed. The other day I went out there,
his work pants were
My
dragged
work
all
pants?
over the front yard, and he had cardboard.
And then you tell him fucking dog, you go fucking dog, and his ears go, "Burp," and he lays down like that, like, oh shit, oh shit. You know what I mean? Like today, fucking cardboard out there. He rips cardboard into little pieces, so there's little pieces everywhere. And I'm like, fucking dog, like what the fuck? Well, I don't get it.
Yeah, and then
he used to bang on our door.
I talk to him like he's a human.
Yeah.
I make him cariños like he's a baby, and he just goes like this. He moves his head like, really, Mom? Really? But yeah, he's a really smart dog. He's
too smart.
Yeah, he's really
like
smart.
Not just because he's our dog. I'll tell you if I had a stupid dog. I'll tell you.
No, he's a smart dog.
A fucking stupid ass dog. But not this one. He's too smart. He's like human smart.
Yeah.
He knows shit. He does shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's trained too. Like he's really smart. I could have him do anything I want him to do. Huh, babe? Yeah. Sit, stay, give me your hand, give me your other hand. Get the fuck out of here. I tell him, get over there. And he comes back, come with me. I take him outside to raid.
He jumps. I don't know.
He sits there and watches me raid.
I don't know if I put it on YouTube. But if I'm gonna look to see if I put it, but if I didn't put it, I'm gonna put it on to where Mark goes to fans at the mall, and he buys the Green Bay flag, right? So he's there.
No, he dug the big ass hole in the front yard to China.
Yeah.
He has a hole back there. You didn't see the picture? My granddaughter, she's in the hole. Look. I had to put railroad ties and that wire because he was digging to the next door neighbors and getting out. He's gotten out 4 times. She's in the hole. The one going to China. Yeah, this fool.
So he she's in the hole. Yeah, he dug a big hole in the front, and that's how he was going underneath. He would get in that hole, go underneath, pick up the little fence, and go out. And that's exactly how the other dog came in. The one that was here playing with him, and the neighbors told us. But he does that, and then he
feeds the homeless. All the the white cat.
He's like his mom.
The white cat was over here. The black cat's his homeboy. Or I don't know if it's a girl, whatever. But the black cat hangs out in here. He sleeps right there with them. He's right there kicking back. I'm like, what the fuck? We pulled in the car, and the cat don't even leave.
And Mark's always fighting with the cat.
I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Because the cat comes and eats the dog food.
Yeah, and I pay for that shit. I told him.
And he's always fighting with the dumb cat.
And the cat won't leave. The cat looks at me like, fuck the you,
cat,
asshole.
Yeah, I feel like the cat tells him this, old man.
Yeah, you're not going to catch me, fool. Try to catch me. Like that old saying, don't feed the cat, they'll never leave. This fool, he like tells them, okay, they're gone. And then he comes in. And so happened that he got food coma. He fell into a food coma. I know that fucking cat. And he fell asleep and didn't know we pulled in. And he woke up. They both looked at us like, oh, fuck. And the cat got up and he looked at him like, you didn't fucking tell me they were coming home, fool. And then I looked at the cat and I was telling him.
We do, Santa Rivera. I have a camera. And when I'm at work and Mark's at work and I go on my camera live and he's running back and forth and I see him, he's playing with the neighbor's dog. The neighbors, they have a little dog. So he plays through the fence, he licks him in the nose and everything and he's playing. But I see him when he's in the front and then when he goes to the back. The birds eat the food too. And I see him all the time when I'm at work because I sit in the front, I'm injured right now, so I sit in the front and it'll alert me, and I'll look in the camera and I see him back and forth running around and dragging cardboard and stuff, and I'm like, oh, your dad's gonna get home and he's gonna kick your butt.
Fucking dog, man.
Because he
But
rips
no,
all
the
the
other
cardboard
cat,
and he...
the white cat, huh? Walks through the yard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm looking at him like, you fucking asshole. You know what I mean? And then he doesn't do shit. He just sits
For
there.
real.
And I'm telling him, get him. And he gets up like he's bad, like he gets up and then he sits back down. And the cat looks at him and I'm thinking, I told you the other day, what do you think the fucking cat's telling him? Sit down, pussy. You ain't gonna do shit. You know you ain't doing shit. And he walks by, and he goes right through our yard instead of getting out of our yard. He walks
like
through.
Instead of running out, he walks by and he turns and he looks
at us, like telling us,
like you know, and then he walks away.
Yeah,
Don't
and then when
run.
when he gets outside the gate, this fool runs to the gate, rah, 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 and the cat's still walking all slow, like, shut up, stupid.
You're not gonna do nothing.
You know you ain't doing shit, bitch. And just keeps walking, and I'm like, cut it out, fool. You had him when you had him, and he was right there. You let him get out. Now you're bad.
Yeah.
Now you're bad, huh? He plays it off like, yeah, shit, fuck, man. And the black one just fucking looks at me and doesn't give a fuck. Fuck, the way I was like, get the fuck in.
The neighbors
I'm chasing the cat.
Oh my God, this old couple that just moved into the area and their dog. Yeah. And the old man's always fighting with the cat.
The old man next door jumped over our fucking fence. I gotta thank him though, you know what I mean? He cut our grass. He cut our weeds. He said, oh, your dog didn't do shit, eh? I go, what? He goes, I jumped over. Before that, the dog was barking at him. He said, real aggressive. What's wrong with your dog? He's fucking mean. You know, I had to move a bench away from the fence because they were scared he was going to jump over. So he was that aggressive. He said he jumped over because I got home and the fucking grass was cut, the weeds. It was nice. And I go, man, who did that? You know? And the neighbor did. The other neighbor wife said, oh, my husband went over and what the fuck? And the dog didn't do shit.
The dog was in the hole watching him cut the grass and the weeds and everything.
You missed a spot.
And he was in the hole that he dug over here in the front. And he was looking at him that he was cutting the grass. And he'd never barked at him or anything.
Nothing.
Good night, Gloria. Thank you for being here. We're gonna end this live too. We're already on 3 hours and 12 minutes.
Yeah, we always say it's a short
4 seconds. Yeah, we always say it's a short one, and then we just on. Yeah.
But get back with us on the comments, and we really want to have a barbecue. We really do. Invite some friends over, some fam, and just kick back. You know, chop it up and do something really cool. You know what I mean? So if you're out here in the neighborhood, Grumpy. And Adriana, and even the ones outside, like Southsider's coming and his wife. And we got Kathy and Emilio. And we got Yeska's going to come back down, she said. So we got Yeska. Yeah. You know, I want to get Snoop out here. And Joey Flores. You know, just there's a whole bunch of you. A whole bunch of you.
Yeah, and then we have a lot of people too from the Coachella Valley too, you know. That watch our videos and stuff, and
we hope we hope
they go to the store and they let me know.
Yeah, they do.
Or everywhere we go to Kohl's, or we go everywhere we go, huh?
We hope we don't come off too, like when we speak on the things that we're doing or accomplishing, that we come off to, how do you say,
it's not to show off. It's actually to motivate. You know,
we don't want to
be. We can do it at 50. Anybody can do it.
We're just normal people. We're not rich. You know what I mean? We're not that. We're not famous. We're just accomplishing. And it's funny and crazy that we're accomplishing these things at our age. That's the fucking crazy part. Is that at our age we're doing it, and how at our age we didn't find each other. I say love found us, because we didn't go out looking. It just happened, and it could happen for anybody out there.
He found me on Facebook.
I looked her up on Facebook. She denied it. She didn't answer back. You know what I mean? And I got it. I get it. I saw my picture. I had no shirt. You know what I mean? I'm right there like that.
Naked, full, all tatted and buff and shit.
I'm going to show you that picture, eh? I'm going to find it. I was like that.
Oh, hell no.
And I had no mustache. I had no hair. I had a cap on.
Oh,
Dodger cap.
nasty.
I got it right here.
No,
Watch, you
no,
guys
no,
want
no,
to see?
no, 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 no,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. Don't.
Why?
No. Wait.
Why? It's not a bad, not a nasty picture.
No, it's not a nasty picture, but
But what? She don't like it. Why? You liked it then to friend me.
no, you. What do you mean? I friended you?
You
I
answered
put my
back.
phone down. Yeah, 3 days later.
Okay. Well, let them see what you saw. Everybody saw it.
It's gonna take a Gina all in love.
What?
He's not like Santa Rivera Gina all in love. That's Gina's personal. I don't even like that picture.
No, she don't like it.
I
It's
don't
not
like
that she don't want you to see it because I'm not naked. Well, I just don't have a shirt,
He
but
looks like a.
here. It's right here.
He looks like a.
Look. This is what she saw, guys.
That's nasty. That's nasty.
That's not nasty. That's some guns, though, huh? I don't know shit was that. They're laughing the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but no,
and he looked all
he
different.
looked all yeah.
And she said, "Oh man," and she took her for days, like a couple of days, and then she responded. But when she first saw it, she goes, "Who's this thug?" And she put her phone down. So she says, you know what I mean? But anyways, she responded
Gina,
back.
let's see your throwback hot stuff. I can't because we're on my phone. We're on my phone, but Mark's phone's full of pictures of me.
Yeah, I got pictures of her.
Yeah, he
She's
has
fat.
pictures for years.
She's nah, she was wild.
Right? See, the beard is better. Mustache.
Really?
Yeah. A goatee. Yeah. Then shaving all hair. I don't like him with no hair. Those pictures I don't he looks like a he looks like a what do you call that? A reggaeton singer with all that no facial hair. Oh hell no, Victoria, imagine.
What?
No, not my baby. No, not my baby. He's asleep. I always get at work, like if I go on lunch or on a break, and then I get on my camera and I get on my camera and I'm like, oh, so, and then he goes to the camera and I'm making him cariños and I feel like, and then the neighbors all hear me on the camera like, oh, my baby, what is my baby doing? And my baby's hungry and this and that. And all the neighbors can hear me because the volume's up on the camera outside. Oh, thank you. He looked all young. You looked young. They said y'all still looking good for your age, 51. Jesus. I'm 51. He's 50. He's 50 and I'm 51. Next month I'm 51. That's old.
Oh, for that youngster. For the youngster who wants to build a car, look at. That's how you start. You start building like that. I did that I bought all the parts for Nana.
Legally, we got married, Adriana.
And I put her together. She's here when she looked
last
after.
year. On the November 21st of last year. So this November 21st is going to be a year legally. And then, but we've been together for 2 years. Yes, we are. We're veterans. And then my birthday is on November 11th. It's Veterans Day. I don't like to celebrate. I was like, oh my God, I'm on. She's on her birthday. I'm on my birthday. A veterana.
Yeah, I have some pictures of us when we first met. I'm looking for them. That first birthday, remember? Oh, this is my favorite pictures.
Oh, the first birthday.
Look at this is my favorite picture of
In
you.
2009.
She did her makeup right there.
2019.
She looked pretty, very pretty. I keep, I have a lot of them over there. But watch, I'm gonna find that one we
What's
went
for
out.
breakfast tomorrow, Gina? Rueditas de aire because I work. So that's what's gonna be for breakfast tomorrow. Rueditas de aire. My grandma used to
Oh,
say
there's my
that.
love. There's the one I sold to buy her hers.
Um,
I sold that cafecito to buy Gina's 54.
I would tell my grandma, Nana, I'm hungry. Nana, tengo hambre. And then she would be like, well, if you're not gonna eat what I cooked, then ponte a comer rueditas de aire. And I'll be like, what? Where do I get those? Open your mouth and let the air come in your mouth. I was like, oh my god. Yeah, cafecito.
That was cafecito.
I I love that car, but I didn't like that car because it had, switches and then oh my god. I bite my tongue and I was jumping all over the car. Hi, Giselle. Thank you, Santa Rivera. Well, we
I
don't
used to,
have it anymore. We sold it, but that was
yeah,
it.
I used to go pick her up at work in that.
That was Nana's.
I used to
No,
go.
we sold it. He sold my birthday gift for that we needed more money for the down payment to the house.
Yeah, we needed the cash thing to buy the other.
In another thug with bad credit. Yeah, we sold it.
We sold Nana. Yeah, we had to. It was yeah. We had to, babe. I didn't want to. Look, I used to take mom cruising. Look, look at my mom. And I used to hit. I have a video with me hitting switches with her. That's when I had Chrome 13s. Then I put the brown rims. But that's mom. Mom used to go cruising with me too. Oh, babe.
Chaveras at Tapatíos are bought. Yeah, I know. You know what? That place, they closed it though. Right now they
Look at
are.
the engine I had in there.
Right now they are. They're really expensive. They're like 400 for 450, 470. They're really expensive. Everything went up.
Well, look at my blue one. This is the one I sold. How, babe? When I mentioned we sold it,
Yeah.
the one I had forever trying to fucking pull teeth to collect my money.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was crazy. Look, that was a blue one. I had a 4-door before the chocolate, before the chocolate, not cafecito. Before cafecito, I had this one. This is the one I slept in. This is the one that I slept in. I had rims on there, colored rims. But I slept in this one to turn my son pro. Almost a year living in the car. I lived at the gym, but I'd stay in the car and sleep in front of Denny's. At this video, right here, at this video shoot, it's in the evening, and I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready to go to bed. So we did the video shoot, and then I was gonna hit the sack, and I was parking right there in front of Denny's, across from her job.
Yeah.
And I'd wash up in front of Denny's, yeah, and then take my son around where I had to, and then go back to Thermo to the club, and get more clothes and do my shower over there, my bird bath, my shower outside. I did all those things, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's some crazy shit, man. Some crazy shit.
Okay, babe, let's end the live because I want to go to bed and we'll have to shower and go to bed.
And then when I'm not doing that,
Club
that's what I'm
every
doing.
Sunday down the boulevard in Oxnard. I have uncles and cousins from the Viejitos, San Gabriel Valley, La Puente, and San Diego. How my Viejitos in San Diego?
Yeah. There's Gina's car. That's the back of it. That was the 54.
Okay.
That was the 54.
¿Con chile o sin chile, Giselle? Rueditas de aire con chile o sin chile? Okay, you guys. Well, we're gonna let you guys go. We're gonna go hit the sack now because my gift.
That was her birthday gift. That's what I bought her for her 50th. I got her that. And I fixed it though. It was all fucked up. We put rims. Huh, babe, the
Yeah.
hubcaps you got for your birthday? Or no, you got the hubcaps in the mirrors
Yeah.
or some shit, huh? He gave you? That's it right there. That's her sitting in there with a bow on there. See her?
Yeah. I'm in there.
She's in there. Look.
I never drove it, but yeah. Okay, you guys. Well, everybody have a blessed night. You guys have a blessed day, blessed week, blessed month, blessed year, and we will see you guys on our next live. Hopefully, it will be next Friday, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna
We'll
try
do
and
some
get,
gifts
yeah,
next week. We wanted to do them tonight,
yeah,
but it was gonna be a question and answers, like
yeah.
Q and
We were
A,
gonna do Q&As
and then
because we've had like a lot of questions asked, and sometimes we like don't have time to answer everybody. And then in the comments too, like when I go through the comments and they have like a quick reply, but yeah, we're gonna try and get back to our Friday night lives, our giveaways, and our promoting and all that stuff. And to tell you guys the events where we're gonna be at and stuff. Um, and but we're trying to get back together, doing all that.
yeah, and we're not busy or like too busy not to. Somebody said one time over a gift, like don't make yourselves out to be that busy you can't send our gift, and it was a free gift he wanted, and we went back and
Yeah,
forth on it. I got really pissed off the way he came at G over it. And it's not that we're too busy for you or we're better than anybody. Our life is that busy. It's not. But we are normal people
yeah.
and we have a life. We work. We put into the community. We're very, very busy. But we go back to our videos and we see still on some old videos people responding and asking where you at and all these things, right?
And then we get the
So
emails too,
yeah, are you guys okay? You're everything
people that
good?
I
How's
have on,
mom?
yeah, people that I have on Facebook or on
So
Instagram. I get the messages. I thank you guys, and I appreciate you guys a lot, for all the prayers, and then for those, understanding, the situation that I went through with my mom, which I'm still grieving, here and there, when I'm by myself, that's still really tender. Um, and I was telling my husband, I want to, I know you guys hear the little stories here and there, that sometimes Mark, when he's saying, well, I wasn't like this, but she has stories, and I want you guys to know a little bit more about me and what I've been through, where I came from, and how much I've changed and
she's
I've
gonna get
accomplished in life. So it's kind of, it's a testimony because I'm
she's
a
gonna get a little more
testimony.
personal.
Yeah,
She
get a
hasn't.
little bit
She
more.
hasn't. If you guys look back in our videos, I tell you guys all a lot
Yeah,
about my stories growing up, my real
but I
shit,
don't.
and
Yeah,
she's just, But like I always say, she got a story. I say some things that people think I was a real tough guy or I went through some shit. I got
yeah,
nothing on her. My lifestyle, my what I grew up doing is nothing compared to what she's gone through. She has a style or life of like one of my cousins' lifestyle, and we're family, but not all families the same. But in her side, and I'm gonna let her tell it when she tells it. You guys
yeah,
gotta tune in for her. She's gonna do volume 1, 2, 3, and 4. So part 1, part 2, part 3, 4. She's gonna put parts to it. She's not gonna
yeah,
give it to you all in a video. So
Yeah, I'm
she's
gonna
gonna,
do part one, part
and
two,
and
part
we
three,
hope
part
that,
four, maybe a part five.
yeah, and it's real shit. This is a real channel. We ain't bullshitting. We ain't trying to sell something. Sell wolf tickets so we can make something. This ain't about that. What she wants to do is to put her story out, and she's gonna keep it clean,
You know
honest,
what, Santa
and
Rivera?
real.
No, I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed. I am, I'm proud of where I came from. I'm not, um, I'm not happy about the things that I did and the choices that I made in life, but I am not ashamed and I'm proud of who I am now, and everything that I've accomplished and where my life is at now.
Yeah, and we
But
don't want
ashamed, no, I've
Yeah, and I say,
never been ashamed.
I've said that before. I don't glorify it, and we don't tell the stories. I didn't tell all my stuff so that I could glorify it or make it sound like it's not. Oh, it's bad.
But
Look
it's
it.
to
But
inspire
yeah,
other.
it was said cleanly, like it was said. I didn't add to it, but it was said to inspire some and
Yes,
to
life
direct
lesson experience.
some youth out there, or even some men out there, another way. Like, listen to what I gotta say, because I've been there, and this is what it is. Now they talk about, and I said this on the Rocky Chicano. There's stuff I can't speak on. The politic game, I do not touch on. I have family members. I have real, gangsters. G has them. We don't touch that. It's not up. It's not me. The life prison, the years spent in prison, it ain't me. I did my youth, my juvenile house, 5 years of my youth. I learned from that. I went through my older age, years smarter than my teenage years. I just didn't get caught. But the shit I did with my mom, the house that we lived in, and how, they came in to smoke me in front of my mom. And she'll tell you that story. The things that I lived and done, you don't have to get busted and go to prison for years to have that. You know what I mean? But then we
Yeah.
do have cousins and people that have done 20 years plus, 10 years plus. You know what I mean? Still doing time. They could speak on it. They could tell you when we get them on the show. But I will never, and I say it, pretend to be anything that I'm not. But we have it in our family. I married it, and she'll tell you her stories. Real stories, real gangster shit. She ain't, again, glorifying anything. But she has to, and it's taken her this long to prepare herself for it, because she wants to share it now, to see and hope that it inspires a young woman out there, or even an older woman, to she still has friends and family and people out there who do watch us and do know if she's bullshitting or not. We do too, and we could be called on it at any given time. It's a live channel. They could jump on and say some shit that
Yeah.
everybody will know. Come on, you know what I mean? But
Mhm.
I told her, you got to be ready for this, because what she's gonna tell you, it's been documented on TV already. It's been out there. They made some shit on this. I mean, I'll let her do it, but she got stories and some real shit. But
Yeah.
again, it's only to help, not to hurt.
Yeah.
And if we're hurtful, if we're saying the accomplishments that we have that are coming off wrong, like I said, it's not to boast and brag. It's not to hurt nobody. Religion, I don't speak on, because I say it might be offensive to somebody that's not Christian or Catholic or Muslim or whatever it is, right? I always try to keep it fair and clean and honest and respectful. And that's what she's going to do. And I can't wait to hear it. Shit, I'm going to be right here like this. I ain't gonna say shit. I'm just gonna fucking listen, because every time I hear it, or every time we've talked, it still trips me out that I could love somebody like this much, that has been through some shit. And like she said, when I met her 30 years ago, this wouldn't have been happening. We wouldn't be at the table like this. And I scared the shit out of me. I was like, what the fuck?
He didn't want to drink my
I didn't want
coffee.
to drink. I switched the coffee. I did the switcheroo. The little, like, when she went to the restroom, I switched. I went, and then I said, "Oh, cool." Like, and she came back. I waited for her too. I was waiting. Like, drink. Are you gonna drink that shit? What the fuck? She smelled it, put it down, and she drank, and I was like, phew. And I went on, and here we are married. And I love her brothers. Her brothers show me a lot of love and respect. Her family, you know what I mean? Some real shit. And then we come from two different sides of the tracks. What I mean by that is there's lines you don't cross, neighborhoods you don't go into, a block you could stop literally at the corner and tell your homeboy, because they did it to me, see you at school tomorrow, and they won't cross over to walk me home. They can't, and they go back the other way. Yeah. And that's where we come from, and we're here married together. So you guys tune in and wait for her stories. They're gonna be good, real stuff. You know, push record. Play it, or it'll be recorded. You guys can listen to them over again. But they're bad, eh? I mean, bad, not bad, and then they're bad. Like if you like gangster movies, you're gonna like this one. It's some real shit. And just the struggle, not just that part of life, but the struggle as a little girl of what she went through, living, surviving, everything. You know what I mean? So tune in, really tune in. Huh, babe?
Yeah, and it's coming, so it's coming soon, you guys. So, we're gonna let you guys go, get some sleep. We're gonna get some sleep too. I have to work tomorrow, so I mean, I don't work. I go and I sit there.
Her husband and her been through. They've been through some shit too.
But we will be live again next Friday, babe. Next Friday we will be live again, and then I'll throw in some little videos here and there. So that you guys can see them before our live. So, and then my phone's going off. It already said you're 50.
Yeah, I told her to plug it in. You gotta plug. Blah. No, it's.
But again, you guys have a blessed night, a blessed day, blessed weekend. Be safe, you guys. Remember, sanitize your mask and all that, because COVID is still out there. And
I have to get tested now.
And see you guys
Not
on
tested.
our next
I have
live.
to get the vaccine.
Yeah,
I have to. If I want to work, I have to.
Yeah.
And she said the other day, "Are you gonna do it?" And I go, "What do you mean?" She has it on recording. She recorded me. I came out of the building. What do you have to do? And I told her, "I got to get tested. I want to work. I got to pay the bills. We're gonna lose our house." You know.
Okay, Yeska.
What's that? Call me tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, we want you over. Come and see the house. Yeska, come and eat. We'll do something real special for you.
Yeah.
This girl lives 8 hours away. 8 hours. And she's been down here already. We've been up there. We went up there and had dinner with her.
Yeah.
The restaurant was going to close, and we're like, hell no. We drove 8 hours for this, remember?
Yeah.
And we ate, and we had a good time, and she came down. And tell your niece that we send our love. We say hi, Yeska. Tell her keep pushing. Trap queen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. We send our love up there for her.
Yes.
And our blessings and our prayers are with her always.
Okay, you guys. So everybody have a good night. We love you. Thank you so much for your continued support. And we will see you guys next Friday.
Next Friday.
And I'll throw in some videos
and
during
some
this week. Yeah, we'll have giveaways next week. Yeah, we're going to have giveaways next week. So, and more Q&As, and then get ready for my...
So you're not going to do it Friday, or you're going to do it Friday?
No, not Friday. I'm not going to do it Friday. Let me prepare. Let me get ready. And then... Okay, you guys. Well, everybody have a good night. We love you guys. Good night.